I'm not into world economics like that. I don't really know how. I don't understand it. Basically,
But I thought that's what you voted for Trump, for economic relief.
We get
Economic relief.
the U.S. The U.S. has
They're
been,
doing the dance, fool. Motherfucker.
Hey, but are you gonna play some Nipsey though?
What? Nigga, what you tripping? Next time.
That's what's
I could play some Nipsey. You want me to play some Nipsey?
I mean, if you're gonna be comparing now,
Damn, I will have to do it.
He's not ready, bro. DJ's not ready, bro.
Should've done that.
He doesn't take requests.
were all
He
those
doesn't take
songs-
requests,
all the
folks.
songs from Oxymoron.
Yeah, the whole Oxymoron.
But none of those were like the single.
None of them were the single,
Then you would if you do the Nipsey thing, you have to play a song that's not the single, to
which
compare
is
it.
hard. Because he doesn't have singles like that. Well, he only has one, right?
Victory
Fuck Donald
Lap.
Trump? Yeah.
Victor, like basically, no.
Victory Lap. Well, the song with Roddy Ricch is Victory Lap, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one with what's that fat fool that sings with the sunglasses and Don Kennedy?
Oh, I love that one.
Oh yeah.
Double Up.
That's another single. That's
The
two
bonus
singles.
track.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
Technically, I guess, but those would be the two singles
Yeah.
there.
That would be for Schoolboy Q for single. Which one would you put for Oxymoron? Let me see. Studio phone.
Studio. Yeah, that's the one that
Yes.
popped.
That was a banger, man.
That's just still on the radio.
A little bit.
Huh?
That one's still on the radio.
That one's still on the radio right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. What the fuck? Yeah.
Oh yeah. You gotta play anymore. You ain't gotta play anymore, dog. You ain't gotta play anymore. Yeah, that's a banger right there. I mean, how can you compare? Like, if you had to compare which one was hotter at the time, which one was hotter? This one.
Yeah.
For a whole year. Oh, we did in Chicago, kid. Oh, jeez. But yeah, shout
That
out.
was a banger.
For sure.
Oh, that was a banger phone. And that one was on the radio from east to west.
It's still on the radio sometimes.
From east to west too in New York, that shit was going, man. So, which one was for Nipsey? Racks in the Middle, right?
Racks in the middle.
That's another.
That was a banger, but not nationwide banger. It was a local. Yeah, we're talking about okay, so intro this fucking pod. Episode 11.
11.
We got Nomo in this motherfucker.
Nomo.
What's poppin'?
Joining, we got jumped in last week, fool.
Hey, welcome back.
That's right.
We have 9,011.
Every pound we had a zero. We had a zero.
That's a
Every
decimal.
pound we had a
9,011 in this bitch.
Because I don't fuck with that area code, man.
Hey, chill, dog.
We got David from all the way from Boyle Heights, fool.
Boyle Heights.
We got from Pasadena with the grass is greener. My homie Fly in this motherfucker.
What's good?
Yeah, fool. So there was a debate this past week. What album was better, way more important to the culture, Oxymoron or Victory Lap?
So better or important to the culture?
Both.
Yeah.
Better and important to the culture, impact-wise. And while they were having that argument, T-Rail and the viral way, I felt like for a split second, I thought Victory Lap. But then I went to Oxymoron when he went through the fucking playlist, like, nah, it's just way too much of a potent album. Not only that, that era of the ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, I think it's also the era, dog. 'cause
Fool, that era was
so nostalgic,
Oxymoron
bro.
stood out, right?
Yeah.
Oxymoron as an album stood out, fool. It was compared next to the fucking ASAP Rocky, next to the Kendricks. It was in that mix, so I felt Oxymoron is the actual classic.
The most interesting part about that is like when you're comparing who has the most cultural impact is like it's two of the greatest artists from two rival neighborhoods.
Yo, and on top of that,
You know what I mean? Like
fuck with
it's
you oranges, homie.
It's so
Yeah.
orange is the track. It's so interesting, right? That it came down to that, right? It could
Yeah.
have been anybody. It could have been somebody from
But it is the main rival motherfuckers.
yeah. And I feel like because they both have a champion who literally is like good enough to maybe go down as one of the greatest of West Coast artists, I think that helps them like kind of like not squash the beef, but like respect each other more.
Yeah.
Because if one had way better artists than the other one, then they wouldn't see each other on the same level, right?
Yeah, that's
I just feel like, you know, obviously too with like T-Rail and his podcast and
Yeah.
having people from the other side jump on the podcast and be civil with each other, I feel like it's dope to see that, you know, that rivalry to be just music.
Do you know if that's what started the conversation? Because I saw that clip going viral of Nipsey and Schoolboy like linking up.
Maybe that's.
I think that's what maybe started the
Maybe that's
conversation.
what
'Cause I did see that clip
conversation.
like waving around again, so I'm like, I'm wondering if that started the conversation.
But you know how I've been having the conversation, but when they put it into the actual albums, because we're like, which one is Schoolboy Q's best album? Which one would be Schoolboy Q's best album for you? Classic, replay value, all of that.
To be honest, fool, but I think for me, I go back to his mixtapes, way.
Damn.
Because I remember hearing those mixtapes back. Because that fool, where he grew up was like 2 blocks away from where I stay at, bro.
Yep.
So listening to those mixtapes back in the day, it hit different too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I would say Oxymoron was it was in the streets when all the kids were bumping Oxymoron. Oxymoron was everywhere. So I would say Oxymoron my personal is a Blank Face.
Blank Face?
Yeah. Blank Face, I feel like he took it to
If I were to choose between the two, I'd probably go Oxymoron.
Oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Blank Face was deeper, huh? It was more mellow. It was like a deeper record. But Oxymoron is the shit, fool.
Yeah, you remember?
Collard Green, and I didn't even play
Collard
Kendrick's
Green's crazy,
verse on
bro.
that bitch,
That's crazy.
fool.
You remember that time? That's when he dropped that bucket hat with the fake Figueroa. I always wanted one. It was like a limited release, dog.
Sheesh.
Damn.
But shout out to Nipsey Hussle, fool. I fuck with that album heavy.
No, for sure. Yeah.
But I just feel like, what do you think, Fly?
Well, Victory Lap was 2018, and
Yeah.
Oxymoron was 2014.
14.
And Victory Lap had more impact for sure than Oxymoron. Just like it was Nipsey's biggest album, and Schoolboy Q still has like a collection of music, still like a more body of work than Nipsey did.
But did that happen because he died? Because remember, Victory Lap was out 1 year before he died, fool.
That-
and let me keep it a bug. The rollout came and went.
Yeah, because he didn't even tour it.
He didn't even tour nothing.
Yeah.
At all. He didn't even tour at all. No shows, nothing, fool.
But even though you could probably say that Schoolboy Q had better music or body of work or whatever.
does.
When Nipsey came out and then everything that transpired afterwards, right? Social media, videos, and then people being able to communicate and exchange thoughts about it is what pushed it forward, I think.
For sure.
Not saying that the music is better than the other.
No, for sure.
but
I think
just
that's not the
right
conversation.
time, right
But,
place.
but that cultural impact, even including internet, it was a little bit different than
But
2014.
we're discussing the moment it dropped, which one had a better impact.
That's tough, man.
It's Oxymoron.
I think they both did,
Easy.
fool.
Fool, Victory Lap came and went. Let's keep it a buck, fool.
But you're talking about the moment it dropped.
That's
Like
what he
it
said. That's
dropped.
the difference. He said the moment
Like
it
the
dropped.
moment it dropped, you know, that
I think they
week.
both had the same impact. Fool.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember watching that music video with Roddy Rex.
Nobody watches
Roddy
music
Rex.
videos.
Roddy Rich. Roddy Rich. I don't know. To me, dog, back then I was still partying and we would watch music videos to pregame.
Crazy.
That's just me. I just like watching music videos.
Me looking at it from an East Coast perspective, Oxymoron had a bigger impact, fool.
But you low key a crip. Fool. Like you low key a closeted. You low key a closeted crip.
Oh, but they're both Crips. That's the thing.
Nah, but you champion Schoolboy Q to a different level, dog.
Well,
I
because
think.
creatively he's better.
That's funny.
And album wise, he is better. You know, like I'm not gonna put any other Nipsey project.
You know, to me, it's like a Schoolboy Q is a little bit like Kendrick, where like he changes his voice a lot, and
Does he?
there's a lot of manipulation in the sound of it. You know, it's very
Nipsey's
like,
more raw and shit.
Nipsey,
and
well,
Nipsey
he talks.
To me, I've always appreciated rappers that use their same tone and voice and just try to portray, like send a message. Where like Kendrick also to me is not my favorite artist because he heightens his pitch and lowers his pitch.
You say
And
that?
To me, I don't like it.
You say that, and you say Game is your favorite rapper. Game stole everybody's flow, dog.
How can he steal someone's? How can he steal someone's?
did.
Your game hops on flow.
Oh, Game, but you know what? He'll hop on the floor and do it better than them too.
Yeah, once in a while, yeah.
When he's rapping like Rick Ross, right?
We did the
that's
Tyler
what-
Creator
that's what
track,
had
remember when he
Rick-
did the song with Tyler Creator?
era.
Yeah.
He had the Kendrick era.
Yeah, fool.
But yeah, for me, when the moment it dropped, I feel like Schoolboy Q had a more global impact.
Well, I think his song was just bigger right away, faster.
Yeah.
And then Victory Lap, the songs blew up even more, like 100 times more.
Only in
because
LA though. Don't get it fucked up. Outside of LA,
You were never.
you were not hearing no Nipsey Hussle in New York.
Nah,
when
they were
Victory
talking
that
about
bad.
it on Breakfast Club. They were talking about it on
Well,
all the podcasts.
They mentioned it, but it just died. There was no culture. Like no, he didn't tour the album for
How could he? He died.
a whole year.
No, but the whole year passed before.
I mean,
But when you drop an album, you're touring 2 months later.
I don't know about that.
They actually do.
I would have to look up the stats on that.
Do your little Googles, dog.
I think you drop the album and you do a media tour, but you don't go like tour right away.
But
right away.
in under a year, you start touring.
Maybe under a year.
Under a year,
Not in the
for
first 2
you're touring
months.
for. Remember, everybody want to get that fresh hype from the album, so you want to sell those tickets. You're not gonna go a tour a year later. You're not.
But who has ever dropped their first album and then went on tour by themselves? Typically, even with your first album, you go open up for someone who's big because you don't have enough songs.
Their first album went on tour by themselves.
That's a good.
No one's ever. I don't think everyone.
Was valid.
Even when Kendrick came out, he went under what? The Game, and he went with Drake first. He went with the Kendrick
Section
drop.
80?
Oh, his
Kendrick
first
drop.
album, though.
Kendrick drop, and then he went on tour with Drake, and then after that, he went on tour, or before that, was with the Game. And then right now, and no, Damn. I think Damn was his first time he actually was a headliner.
Wrong. His first tour was with Kanye West, fool.
Okay, but that's what somebody else. What I'm trying to say is, when was he the headliner of his own?
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what 4 albums in.
2, 3.
Pimp a Butterfly, Section
It was
80,
Pimp a Butterfly or
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, I was third.
It was third.
Yeah, so that's 3 in. So it's not the same thing. Like, I get it that you're saying that Nipsey is right away, but you don't really just drop a classic, even if it's your first classic.
Nipsey never sold out the Forum, dog. Let's keep it a ball, homie.
Yeah, because his life was
He
cut short.
didn't even do the Novo, homie.
Look at Prime.
Yeah, it's just facts, fool. He didn't tour for the whole
No,
year.
I'm saying it's facts because he just wasn't alive long enough and didn't drop enough albums. That's what, not because he
dropped
was
a lot of
not
albums.
because he was bad.
Fool, he had a 10-year career.
But now,
But those are all mixtapes.
Yeah, but mixtapes to who? They're all original beats. Like, it's just called a mixtape just because he didn't have a label deal.
And a rollout, a full
Like,
media.
in my opinion, Cranshaw's a better fucking tape. In my opinion. The red one, the one that was $100, that one's a better tape
Then what?
than Victory Lap. It has way bigger bangers, where it has way more like replayable, from my opinion.
I'm a singles guy, man. I love singles. I love radio hits. I love songs that transcend just like, if it's too street for me, I don't like it.
Yeah.
If it's too lovey-dovey, I don't like it. Like, I don't know. It has to have a good balance of both.
Like, I have a single guy, yeah. Nipsey had a hit single?
Yeah. The one with
Roddy Ricch.
Roddy Ricch.
Like a hit single?
That's a
Or-
fucking,
or just like
look
in
it
LA.
up. Look it up the views on YouTube right now. It probably is
right.
around 30, 40 million views, bro. I bet you.
But look, are you looking at it only from LA, right? Only like a hit single here.
Everybody, not only people in LA watch YouTube videos. I'm just talking about in America. Then you also have to.
Bro, Nipsey was not popping outside of the fucking California way.
I disagree.
Okay, I could search it right now.
New York.
Look, I'll search it right now. Look.
I feel New York was fucking with him.
Victory Lap first album sales. Watch. First week sales. 53K, nigga. 53K.
Independent.
No, Atlantic, fool. Look at the logo on the back. It's an Atlantic album.
All right, then do Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy Q.
Oxymoron.
Oxymoron.
So we're just going off first week sales, not cultural.
Well, we're
impact.
talking about cultural impact.
well,
If
it's
you
two
have
different
cultural
things.
impact, fool, you're gonna sell music, fool.
I don't think so. I think
Look at Kanye West, like-
Sometimes albums gotta, they gotta.
Oxymoron, 139K, nigga. Straight up, right there. Cultural impact. Fool, it almost sold 3 times as much. And you're gonna try to even compare it?
Yeah, I don't think cultural impact and first week sales.
But you love Drake though.
I don't think it's the same thing.
But it matters for Drake though, right?
Huh?
But it matters for Drake.
I don't really care about first week sales.
And they don't want to.
They don't matter. They don't matter because
Happens
no
in
one's-
Contradiction sold 48K first week. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Which one?
That was the
Happens in
hardest album.
That's
Contradiction.
one of my favorites
Yeah,
too.
one of my
That's crazy.
Contradictions.
Did you see how many views that had?
Racks in the Middle has 218 million on
Views.
YouTube.
Nice. A
That's
video.
$250 million.
Yeah, a video.
I'm just saying, it's not just people from LA are watching that video, bro.
People from LA. I'm always watching that video. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I think a song can be hit without sales, bro.
Huh?
I don't buy music no more.
I don't buy music.
No, but you
Does
saw
that
like,
count Spotify streams and shit?
that counts Spotify streams, all that.
How many? I think there's more people with marathon or victory lap tattoos than there is.
Let's find out, dog. Let's roll the poll.
I would say there are more people with Nipsey tattoos for sure. I don't know about Victory Lap.
How else? What other?
Rich Rolling?
That's literally the freaking like definition of cultural impact. Wu-Tang tattoos. Wu-Tang tattoo. Who else does tattoos? Like
MF Doom. MF Doom.
Yeah, MF Doom. Crazy.
Drake.
Drake for sure. Hella owls. Owls in the chat.
I would say that there would be more TDE tattoos than for sure Nipsey.
Nah, there's no way there's more TDE tattoos.
Well, full, like, I think for Nipsey, it's a sentimental thing. He passed away, so yeah, I give him more of that push. Yeah, but
I think it's hard to compare because Nipsey passed.
Yeah,
and,
super hard to
Schoolboy
compare.
Q is like, there's
yeah,
different-
it's
yeah,
hard to
'cause
compare.
he's immortal right now. He's like a
Yeah,
legend.
he was immortalized. So.
Yeah, he was immortalized.
sure.
But yeah, But when it comes to the numbers and the actual production of the rollout, I feel like Oxymoron had a crazy rollout.
Just because you end the conversation, the last sentence, I mean you win.
Oxymoron, classic album.
Everybody literally disagree with you. Anyways.
All right, what else we got going on? How's everybody's week?
Good, man. I was sick last week.
Oh shit.
Diarrhea?
I was fucked up. Now I had like body aches, headaches, and shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
A lot of people have been sick right now with like the cold and shit.
Yeah, I had like this, like I woke
Sinus?
up with shit right here, and then at the end of the day, it was the back of the head, body aches. It was weird. It's going around right now.
For sure.
It's going around. And how's everybody else week?
Yeah, I had the same shit.
I had it last week too, bro.
Not over the weekend, but a week before that, I went through that too.
Yeah.
What's the update on the whole Fuzempic?
Ozempic.
Your third week?
Yeah, so I just took my 4th shot today.
Fourth
So I'm beginning my 4th week. Started at 329, I'm at 312. Someone what's that, 15, 16, 17 pounds?
Damn.
About 17.
17 pounds, yeah, bro. I'm supposed to, like, the doctor ordered for me to work out more.
Yeah.
At the same time, eat better and do the Fuzempic. But I want to see what the Fuzempic power it has by itself.
You a lazy fuck.
So eventually I'm gonna hit the gym with it. Right?
Eventually.
But I just want to see what it does by itself. And basically, what I come down
respect
to
it. I
is that I'm eating smaller portions and
Yeah.
less. I'm eating less times a day. Like I could go till 2 without eating, and I'll have like a good lunch, and then maybe a small dinner at the end, like just a yogurt.
But does
before,
that make you sick though as you're eating? After you eat?
no, like
No?
like throw up, like
Yeah,
vomit?
throw up or diarrhea.
The first week I had diarrhea. That was just a couple days in.
Are the cravings strong, bro? Do you still get strong cravings? No cravings?
I don't. That's the crazy part because I've always had like like when the Hulk and Bruce Banner are fighting each other, and it's for me like the Hulk, my hunger cravings my whole life. Like I just always been hungry, dog. And every time I eat, I can still eat more. Like right after,
Yeah.
if I see somebody eating, I want to eat. And like now that shit's gone.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like the other day we went to In-N-Out and I didn't get In-N-Out. Like my girl, my son got In-N-Out and I didn't. I just
Damn.
that's never happened in my
And
life.
usually, what would be your order?
4x4.
Oh.
4x4 animal style, baby. Chopped chili. Chopped chili in that bitch. And then animal style fries, chopped chili with a Diet Coke, my boy.
That should rehearse.
That's crazy. But so on a typical day right now, like, what's your first meal?
I just have coffee in the morning. I just have coffee and then I go to lunch. Like today I had carne asada and green beans.
At what time though?
My lunch?
Yeah.
I get lunch like 11:30.
11:30, okay.
So I go in at 6:30 or 7 sometimes. Then I get home, I'm gonna have like a yogurt, and then I go to baseball practice, come back, have another yogurt, and that'll be it.
Damn, that's pretty nice, bro.
Where before I would have like 6 eggs.
Yeah, wings, couple
Fucking
bag of Cheetos,
6 eggs for breakfast.
and a cereal late night.
6 eggs, bro. Damn, they're expensive, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then for lunch, I have like a yogurt, a protein bar, some meat and potatoes, and then for get home, eat again, go to practice, come back home, eat again. Like I was just always hungry, bro. Always hungry.
Sheesh.
Not anymore.
No, that's good though, fool.
And then I'm checking like my bone density because you fool scared me about losing.
This food like this, fool.
So I got the Renfo scale and it checks all your shit. And then if anything, it went up. My bone density went up.
Shit. And how do you feel from the first week to this fourth week? Is it a big change?
The first week I felt like it wasn't working. I was kind of like shit. I'm broken, bro. Nothing can help me, you know.
Yeah.
And now I feel like all right, this shit's kicking in.
And energy wise, same amount of energy or
Way more energy, bro.
Oh, shit.
Way more energy for sure.
Also, it's helping in a lot of levels.
You know what? It's crazy. I'm gonna say this so all the kids that are watching this.
Oh, the
please
kids
turn this
Oh,
off.
Ozempic.
But like I was at the gym one time and I was working.
Over here
out.
slanging Ozempic pills at his.
I've been going. I always go to the gym like once a week for sure on my day off. You know. So I was at the gym, bro, and like I felt blood in areas that I wasn't feeling before.
At the
bro.
gym?
Yeah, like I was pumping, and then like there's one where you close your legs, and like my shit got caught. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Damn,
As a
dog.
fat boy, you know, you it's like a turtle. You always have the innie.
Yeah.
But my shit was, I was just chilling, and I was like, damn, that's new, that's different, because I'm just losing so much weight from the middle. Like, you know, shit's popping out more. Like, you know,
That's crazy.
Oh, that's big.
as a big boy, you know what I mean.
As
That's
a
the first
big
thing we're
boy.
worried about. Like, damn, is my shit gonna grow? And it's
It is, right? Yeah, that's what they say.
His proudest moment.
yeah, keeping it real, dog. Keeping it real.
What's the biggest you got anyway? What's the biggest?
Pause.
Whoa, you know, I measured it one time.
No, like, what's the biggest you got in, like 350, 350?
360, fool.
Damn.
Pandemic. I was drinking and going crazy all day, 24/7.
Damn.
360, yeah, that's my biggest.
Sheesh. So right now
Say you're
you
319?
Right now I'm 312. Is the
312.
same weight I weighed when I was 19.
That's crazy. Fool.
Oh shit, fool. That's crazy. You were a big ass motherfucker.
I've always been a big ass fool, dog.
Big pun ass fool. Damn, but hey, it's good for that you're keeping it up and then it's helping you out. I know people are hating because we had a compa Raider. He was like, "Don't do it, fool." I'm like, but if it helps you out, like, why not? There's other risks as well. You know?
Yeah, but like I don't plan on being on it forever, right? Like just eventually you have to get off of it. But you know, right now it's you know, who you gonna listen to your homie that tells you not fool or like a doctor? You know, I'm doing blood tests, I'm doing all sorts of
Trying
tests.
to make money off you right quick, huh?
I'm not paying nothing. I don't pay nothing. My insurance pays for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, all the homies that, because you know they sell people slang it on the side.
Yeah.
And I don't want to knock no one's hustle or nothing, but if you just go to covercalifornia.com and sign up for insurance,
Obamacare.
it's basically Obamacare. And then you just go to your doctor and say you're interested in it. They just charge you your copay, which I'm paying $10.
So you're a Trumper that likes Obamacare.
Yeah.
Shoo!
Cover California, baby.
Yeah, bro. That's a wrong signal, dog.
Cover California. Shout out to all the homies. It's super easy. And then I got dental insurance now. It's like $15 a month. Like,
Yeah.
So anybody out there doesn't have insurance should be no excuses. Like,
Bro, you
No,
heard
no,
that
for
shit?
sure.
This was been looking for Ozempic, fool.
Oh, nah, fool, you're gonna die of that. What the
who's
fuck?
gonna disappear? Wait.
Fool, you're like 110 and on your biggest, huh? And how much do you weigh, Marvin?
Dude, probably like 70.
That you?
Pounds, yeah.
You don't weigh 70 pounds.
Last time I fucking weighed, I mean, sorry, 170. my bad.
110.
Like this is Ethiopian, dog.
170, my bad. 170.
That's wild. 170 is crazy.
Shit, that's not bad. And another thing that you lost, what happened with the podcast? Fool? You announced a very
yeah.
trippy ass message out there.
I'm taking a break for sure. My last podcast interview that I'm gonna do for a very long time is actually with two people who are in this very room right now. So I'm gonna interview the homies right here, 9,000,011 and
9,000,011.
and SC Clips. It'll be my last podcast for a minute, dog. You know, for me,
A makeover's coming that way.
I really,
Rebranding.
Rebranding, new jean size.
if I'm gonna go hard with the losing weight, sometimes what my excuses for not going to the gym is because I gotta edit or I gotta do the podcast.
No, editing
Okay.
takes up a lot of
It
time.
does.
Yeah, hours and hours. And also, too, my son's about to go into high school. This is like the last summer before high school, so
Right.
we're gonna go hard with the baseball shit. So right now, I'm focusing more of my time on my son and my health. But I'm also still gonna be dropping short clips for like, you know, going out to eat and then just being on this podcast and going on other people's podcasts. But you never know, you know. I don't know how long the hiatus is gonna be for, but for right now, for sure, I'm taking to take a break with the Lit Outlet, which is tough, man. I've been on and off podcasting for 8-9 years now.
Whoa,
Oh, that's crazy,
whoa.
dog.
You know,
That's a
like,
lot.
all by myself, you know, and you know, I've also fell out of love of chasing guests, you know, and then having people pull up to the pad and shit like that, and then you know, my girl lives with me now. I feel like sometimes I alienate her, and she's the most important person. Her and my son, the most important person to me.
Right.
So I've been on the solo grind with the Lit Outlet for a long time. So I feel like I deserve a break too. You know, I feel like I really gave it my all and shit, but man, I'm really into also like making. I started making merch and the clothes, man. The clothes is really something that going down to downtown LA, finding the garments, finding something to design that shit, you know, fucking around with the AI and shit like that. Like I really kind of found a little bit of you know,
Passion for that.
passion for it, and it makes me feel good making music, making clothes. So yeah, so
That's so fun.
So you're still finding a way to stay creative because
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, 8-9 years, I think. It's, and
a
also,
long time,
if you
dog.
pop back up, it's gonna be a trippy thing, man. You know, whole rollout and shit.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, like sometimes you're too close to the elephant to figure out what the tail is. You feel me? Like I'm so locked in on the podcast. I think I need a break.
Hey, it's interesting. That's dope.
That's
but
tight.
hey, I feel like you're doing it for the best, for the right reasons too. I mean, you know, for your son.
You don't plan to vlog none of the journey, like all this other stuff you're doing?
Not 100%. There'll be little updates for sure.
coming soon at the Patreon.
Only dads.
All right.
When did you decide that, phone, that you're going to stop the Lit Outlet? Was there just recently?
Last week.
Oh, shit, last week?
Yeah, last week. I've thought about it in the last few months, especially when my camera broke. My camera broke from like October to December. I had no camera, so I wasn't recording. That was my first break in a long time. And then recently, I'm like, do I still love it? Like, am I doing it just because I don't want to
Give up?
look like a bitch?
I don't want to be normal.
You know, like, am I afraid to like take a break? And like, I think for a long time I was scared to stop because I didn't want to not let people down, but people think bad about me. Like, Alex will quit. Like he's done. And like, I had to just really have a conversation with myself. Like, I don't give a fuck what people think.
Well,
You
shit,
should've, huh?
8
And then-
years already is a good time.
Yeah, and then I give a fuck about my son. Like we're really making waves right now in the baseball, the baseball
great.
community. Like we're doing big things and shit like
Important.
that.
Freshman year, it's very important. I mean, the transition from middle school to high school.
Yeah, we're really, you
yeah.
know. So I'd rather lean into the baseball stuff more, you know.
Shit. How was my fucking workout? It's been a struggle.
Have you started?
I started last week.
You don't get hard at the gym.
I did one day last week, and I'm trying to do 2 days this week. So tomorrow I'll let you guys know.
That shit ain't easy, bro. Everybody wants to talk shit in the comments about like, just go to the gym, food, just eat
it's
healthy.
tough,
Like,
bro.
especially when you're in this world. Like, dude, it's fucking 9 o'clock on a Tuesday right now, bro. Like, we don't live the same life these fools, other fools live.
Don't let it get to you, dog. They're
Like-
just talking shit.
Like, it's just not. It's not the same. Like,
No, they
it's
just
just
talking
difficult,
shit, bro.
bro, to find
Yeah.
time to do all that shit.
For sure.
And what's forcing me is my son too. I'm trying to get him ready for high school. At least fit. He's more fit, and try to get him all ready for that. I want him to join the swim team, man. So that's what I'm doing. I want him ready at least for losing 25 pounds.
Yeah. Is there a pool by your house, like a park pool?
We usually go to the one by USC.
Okay, they usually have teams, so you can sign them up.
Yeah.
Why swim though? Why not like a different sport, soccer,
This
baseball?
fool is a great swimmer, fool.
Okay.
This fool been swimming since he was a kid. I mean, he's little, so he's one of those back swimmers. Well, he's been in classes for a long time too.
What kind of dad are you for? Are you the dad that wants to be the coach, or you just let the coach do his thing?
I had to coach you that
Are you're not yelling
I'm yelling at home on the car, fool.
on the way home?
I let them handle. Let them handle. For the most part, it's been women. So hey, he just swims for the most part. But yeah,
What would you tell him, like, if you were screaming at him while he was swimming? He can't even hear you anyways, but
you can't even hear it.
He's underwater, wait.
But he's such a great swimmer, fool. Great fucking swimmer. He knows how to swim. Yeah, he's been in 3 years of actively in classes. So
But not competition.
not competition yet. Nah, now he's doing like
That's where you make the champions, dog.
yeah. So I want him to probably go to the Olympics with that fool. I really because he loves swimming.
Yeah, but
Natural swimmer.
you gotta compete. I got a homie my neighbor that him and his son train boxing in the backyard, and they're always posting clips. I'm like, what's your record? And he's like, oh, I haven't fought yet. I'm like, bro, you've been training for 3 years. Like, you gotta go fight somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta
amateur fights.
You gotta go start. You gotta go. You gotta get punched
There's a
in the
bunch
face.
of amateur fights out in the hood for sure.
Oh, there's a bunch now. I've been
There's a
seeing
bunch
like
of those
whole
going
YouTube channels
viral,
to that shit.
He's like 15.
Oh,
He's like
15?
boxing in the backyard, and like, you know, they make cool little videos, and they're big Canelo fans. They're always watching boxing, but like eventually you gotta step
Shout out to
aside
Canelo.
and compete, dog. You gotta see where you're at.
Yeah, you gotta compete.
But what if it's just for the content? Just to kind of get those videos out there and not actually fight.
Well, my son and him are really good friends, and I'm asking him like, hey, does he really want to like? Yeah, he goes, yeah, he thinks he's gonna go pro. I'm like, well, he wants to go pro.
Let's start fighting now.
Start
should have
fighting,
been
yeah.
fighting at 12.
Yeah, but same thing with your son. Like, you have to eventually compete and
Yeah,
race
they had to
somebody.
compete.
And go.
Also, the high school he's going to, there's a swim team.
Okay.
He's going to like his medical high school, so they have like a specific team for it. They have one of those like they're by USC, so he's good at it. Dog. He loves it. He loves it. Me and him, we always be racing and swimming. So I want
That fool's big like you, or he's skinny.
He's a little. He's not in lonjas, but he's thick boy for sure. Yeah, but yeah, trying to get that going by.
Is that not everybody swims? So like, somebody to want to be interested in swimming is pretty cool too.
I love swimming. Even as a kid, I've been swimming for a long time. So it's natural. It's natural to us. My daughter swims too. They've been in the classes since they were like little, so they have that like, and also they taught them how to like things about life. Well, you gotta keep swimming or you fucking
for sure.
drown.
For sure.
Shout out Finding Nemo.
Yeah, you gotta keep swimming, fool. Because one thing like what pushed him to be better even in school was swimming. Like being in the 12 fucking feet pool and you have to swim, fool. They throw you in the middle. You have to do back only top, bottom part of your body, the top part of your body. Now you gotta float, all that shit.
Now it develops like your primal
It
instinct,
does.
bro. Because a
No,
lot
so
of the
to
kids don't.
keep
Yeah.
your breathing.
Man,
like,
have you seen when they do that shit to little babies?
They just throw them in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a trip.
And
too.
they float though.
they float.
underwater for like
By
a whole
themselves,
minute.
dog.
Then how do you explain all the kids that drown? Fucking little.
Nah, but I don't know how they teach them, but they end up floating
They
by
do.
themselves.
Yeah,
It's
well, I
crazy.
think when they give birth, they know how to swim. Right? That's what they say. Yeah, but I think swimming is to me is dope. You guys swim? You know how to swim?
Yeah, I'm a great swimmer.
You guys know how to swim?
But okay, can you swim in the ocean?
I
Yeah.
can float.
It's different.
Or
It's different.
only in the pool?
Yeah.
I swam in the ocean
too.
on the open reef.
I almost got caught in the current a couple times. My little brother got caught in the current and took him out. Had to go get him.
Like where in the ocean? In the beach or in the ocean?
Like, when the waves stop,
Okay.
like maybe like 30, 40, 50 feet inside.
Yeah.
When there's no more waves, it's just Just the waves are done.
Yeah.
My dad one time when I was like 9 years old, I got on his back. You know, he carried me all the way, and then he's like,
God damn.
Boom.
You
out
already
there,
know-
dog.
he's all like, now swim back, bitch.
You were already like 250.
When I was 9, I was probably like 200, 180.
Your dad still feels it. Huh?
Yeah. He threw me off, and then he just left. My dad's a really good swimmer for
Yeah.
some fucking reason. Well, he's from Nayarit, he's from the West Coast.
Oh yeah, Nayari.
But like, dude, this fool fucking just left me, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it. I'm gonna just swim like my dad. But yeah, swimming is dope. Especially for a fat fool. You feel so light in the water, you know, when you're
Yeah,
fat.
you do, right?
You do right, Lois.
Yeah, shout out to all the fucking swimmers. Shit. But what else we got going on? What else is new? Okay. So we got Terrence Howard, fool. He basically said, did he touch him? Fool? Try to touch him.
You believe it?
I believe it.
Hey, since when is Terrence Howard like so eccentric and like off tilt? You feel me? Like he came out with this
Since
theory.
the OJ filming, right?
He came out with this theory that he invented this type of math.
Yeah,
that,
it's insane. I watched that part. It's fucking insane,
like
dog.
people are giving him.
But they
the time of
debunked
day.
him though.
Well, he went on Joe Rogan once, said
Yeah.
some crazy shit. Then he went back on Joe Rogan to debate some fool, and he couldn't handle.
Yeah, he got
the other
debunked
guy.
right there.
And then he went again right now on the PBD podcast, the
Beverly,
Patrick Bet David.
is that where he said this shit?
Yeah.
The Diddy shit? Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on, man. I hope he's okay.
Shit. Is he getting booked right now for movies?
No, he hasn't been booked since Iron Man, right?
Oh,
Iron Man, and then
He was saying he got blackballed. No, he was saying from that shit.
the Pimp movie. What movie was that? Hustle and Flow, right?
I think he had allegations, right? There was allegations against him.
No, I don't know.
I believe so. Oh, Terrence. Okay, yeah. It's been a while. Maybe that fool. The depression of like they're not calling.
Not getting booked.
'Cause
Like the Kanye shit, the Kanye
Well,
spiral.
actors go through that when they're not getting calls.
Is it possible that he is playing a role to get on podcasts, or he's really losing his mind and believes all the shit that he's saying?
Yeah, it's both possible, dog. Because these actors, they're on a different level
That
of
fool's a great
manipulation, dog.
actor, for sure.
He's a great actor. House on Floor, right?
Yeah. I was just watching that shit the other day.
Just fire from
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
that movie was top tier. Yeah, but I fuck with that fool. And as an actor, he's a great fucking actor. But I think he's just going through the same shit of Hollywood shit, right? Highs and lows. Fool. And I feel a lot of these actors go through the lows where they feel insecure because a lot of these people are insecure. So and they're dark. For the most part, most actors that I know, they have a dark past.
And they'll do anything to be famous, like anything.
Yeah.
They want it so bad, they'll do anything. Speaking about,
I guess not enough for Diddy.
speaking about Diddy, like you think that fool has been locked up this long that for sure he's guilty? Because I would also say the same thing about Young Thug, but Young Thug's out, right? And then they just did another story on YNW Melly, like he might get out.
Yeah.
Right? So before I used to think like if you're in jail more than 2 or 3 months, you're for sure guilty. They got something on you. But Young Thug is out. So you think Diddy's gonna come out?
Well, Young Thug's case, it was a shit show, remember? Like the judge, the judge was fucking somebody, and it was just a bunch of shit happening. I think they broke it down like that. Like just made it a weak ass case.
Yeah.
No, I think they got some concrete
think
shit.
he's
Well,
in there?
Cassie's gonna fucking testify for.
So what is he in jail for exactly? What is Diddy?
He's in jail for sexual trafficking, of having girls fly from one place to another for sex.
Yeah, but they're saying even if you like meet some girl on Instagram and you fly her out, you guys have a night out, you guys end up fucking, you send her back home, like that's sex trafficking.
It is fool.
That's crazy though. Does that you feel like that should be a charge? Do you consider that sex trafficking? To me, sex trafficking is you kidnap somebody, you put them on the street,
Like out of their own free will.
yeah, and then you make them a prostitute. You profit from them. They have no life. They're just a mule to you, like a item. To me, in my head, that's sex trafficking. You flying out a bitch to me, it doesn't sound like, especially if she gets on the plane herself and wants to come over and needs the money. Like, you think that's sex trafficking?
When there's money exchanging, yeah. I feel that's sex trafficking, right?
But
And remember, it's also that power dynamic where.
but shouldn't the girl get in trouble too because she accepted the money and it's illegal to sell pussy,
I'll say so too. For fucking lock them up both. I think so too.
right?
I think women do get a lot of like
Slack and, like-
a lot of slack, and a lot of the good side of a lot of things that happen for.
Yeah, because if sex trafficking should be a two-way street, then
It should, but I feel like they have something on him for sure. I think he also pissed off the wrong people, right? From what I heard, he pissed off certain family members from certain industries. I think the liquor industry. I think he sued them and he won. And that's a very powerful family on the ground world. That's what they say. But you know, that's what they say about everything.
That's what they say. There's always
he's trying to buy
conspiracy theories.
CBS.
Yeah,
remember?
for sure.
Like Bill Cosby, he tried to buy CBS. That's why he's fucking.
That was crazy.
They brought him down. I don't know, but I'm still bumping Diddy music to this day until he's.
I find it hard to skip a few songs.
You find it hard to skip?
Yeah,
I can't
when
do
it
it.
comes on. Like I don't want to listen to it, but that Keisha Cole song, is fucking
Yeah,
banger.
that's a fire ass song.
That's a banger,
The
dog.
one with him on it.
Yeah.
Last night.
I know it sucks. He's on the fucking chorus.
To me, I do the same thing when I listen to that song with A Boogie and 6ix9ine. When 6ix9ine's part comes on, I skip it
Why?
because I don't like 6ix9ine
Why not?
because he snitched.
So the street code applies to that now. I thought you want to bite him with the street code. You're a fraud ass nigga. Full fuck out of here.
There's just things I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
He recently
Snitches.
had a interview, no, with academics. 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
He did?
They're like best friends.
Like besties, fool. Like they came up together.
What do you say? What do you say?
I didn't really watch it. It was just like I saw a bit of it and like that.
Oh, he's in the church now, right? He's part of the church.
That's what that fool Compa Raider was saying, I think.
Yeah, he's part of the church now. So he's trying to be saved. You know,
Hey, I saw your guys' episode with Compa Raider last week. It was actually really good.
fucking comparators is shit. So.
Forgot energy, dog.
We have a show coming out next week. Stay tuned for that. New show, whole new show.
Live or not?
That one's not live. That one's that one's too lit to be live. Fool.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say.
It's too lit to be live, but it's coming out. We're filming the first episode next week under a new network, so tune that out pretty soon. And I'm gonna invite some of y'all niggas to go up there and talk that shit. But Compa Raiders is a talent,
Yeah, he is, man. He's very entertaining.
He's a personality for sure.
especially when he has direction. Like in here, like there was direction, right? There was a flow of this, so he was able to. He didn't have to turn it up.
I think it's, even for me too, when you're not mic one, you're not in charge of the topics, you're not in charge of anything. Like
Yeah.
it's just so much easier to be part of the conversation. And he looked very comfortable.
He did. For
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
That's why he called me up. Like, hey, call me the AI. Let's run it back. I'm like, maybe next time. He's like, let me join Cole. I'm like, hey, we'll talk about it. I have a show with that for coming.
Yeah.
He's a great talent.
Yeah, if he's available, I don't see why he wouldn't join this podcast too. Like I feel like he has a good point of view because he's a business owner, right?
Yeah.
He's from the Valley. He provides a unique point of view.
He does, so.
I think he's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
person to have on the show for sure.
I've been contemplating doing a morning show, a live stream morning show at 6:30 in the morning.
Damn. Fuck.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Shit, well, no
3
one be
days.
up at 3:30.
Huh?
No one was up at 3:30.
I go to work. Okay?
I'm already fighting on the-
I clock in at
Don't
6.
forget that shit. You said that video at 4 a.m.
How dare you? We connected. Fool. You said you were getting early for work too, and now you're throwing me under the bus,
I'm not
dog.
gonna lie, fool. I thought it was a joke, fool. Until I got this for at 4:30 on the DM. And I'm like, God, get really up.
That's the time I get up for work, dog.
That's my first alarm, 4:30.
But yeah, I'm thinking a morning show.
Like
you know,
news shit. or what?
live stream. No editing for. He stays in the cloud. You know. Just let
You know
it
what?
go.
You know what I want to talk about too? How whack radio is now. They're playing the same 3 songs every hour.
Fool, it's been like that.
Yeah,
Like
bro, that shit's
Power-
pretty weak.
Like Power 106 and 92.3 is just complete garbage now, bro.
Trash.
Like it's probably.
But
it's
when hasn't it been garbage?
And you know, I think people are watching it right now because of how interesting and like drama the stories are in the morning, like on the way to work
Yeah,
at school.
I
But
think that's the most.
which is the best part of radio right now is that morning show.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
What's your
listen to.
what's your
That's it,
favorite morning show? The Big Boy Show or the Brown Bag?
Oh, Brown Bag. I don't really listen to either one, but I would say Brown Bag is a better produced show than Big Boy, right? Big Boy, I've listened to it since I was fucking 5 years old. I'm kind of over
cringe.
it, right?
Oh.
It is cringe. But what I'm saying is like on the way home or during lunch or at night when I have it's the car just turns on the radio by itself, right? It's just I'd rather listen to fucking K-Rock. They have so much more diversity in song selection.
Yeah.
Then I get it. I'm not a Kendrick fan, but bro, every 3, 4, 5 songs in a row is all Kendrick.
Yeah.
Well, when the algorithm is working for you, it doesn't go like that. It's annoying. I don't listen to any of the songs on GNX or on the radio. I don't listen to them anymore.
That fucking ruins it. Huh?
It ruins it for me every time. For when they're like so much, it's just like I can't do it anymore. But hey, it's his time, so I just
I feel like all the shows play like kind of the same songs anyways. They have the morning show, they got the middle one, and afternoon. Like they all kind of hit the same songs.
And then you think about radio, like I want to listen to music, and it's like 10 minutes of fucking commercials, and then it's 10 minutes of somebody talking, and
then Ozempic for like 30 minutes.
and then we're doing a giveaway.
Straight up,
Like,
fool.
where's the music, bro? Like,
I bump the Breakfast Club in the morning. That's what I listen to. By the time I'm in the radio, they have already filmed their show, so I just replay the Breakfast Club. Fool. It's a better show. The best morning show on radio is the Breakfast Club, easily. Brown Bag is not even half of that, easily.
I mean, nobody would agree with me, but Joe Rogan is much more better listened to in the morning than any of those shows. Joe Rogan is just such. Did you hear the last episode? They already bred or created 3 wolves. That were
Dire wolves.
Joe Rogan goes deep for no reason.
Yeah, sometimes too deep though. Sometimes he
it's
does
like
take
a-
topics and
it's
takes
like
it too
a-
deep when
it's too high.
it's simpler, dog. Yeah.
I still fuck with I like the Jess Hilarious and Charlamagne's dynamic.
I like Just Hilarious.
I like the,
She's
fresh.
I like the new girl better.
I do like the new girl better.
Jess
but
Hilarious.
I like the attitude between them way.
Just Hilarious is a personality, and I feel like sometimes when you're part of a ensemble and you try to interject your personality, like you force feed it. Where the other girl, you could tell she's there with her laptop doing a job.
Yeah, she's
like
doing
I'm
a
here to bring up news and
She's
ask
better.
questions. She
She's
asks
better.
better
She's better,
questions.
for sure.
She has stats. She'll look it up right now, and then she brings a fresh point of view. Because let's be honest, Charlamagne and DJ Ben are old as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? They're not on TikTok scrolling.
Hell
this
no.
girl, that's
Yeah,
all she's
for sure.
about.
Yeah. That's
a good
so you
point,
get
bro.
the
She's dope.
You get
She's
the
dope.
unks. You get the unks
De La
talking about
Rosa, I
TikTok.
fuck with you.
But that new girl, like she's young and she brings a whole. She is way better. She elevates
Oh no,
the show
she's better. But
automatically.
I think what Jess Hilarious brings, like that whole attitude part, it makes it better for me.
I think she's funnier.
She's funnier. But I think both of them together, because she is more informative. She's more of like Angela Yee. She's dope as fuck, fool. De La Rosa, that's her De La Rosa, right? De La Rosa? I don't know. She's fucking dope, fool. She's dope as fuck.
I saw her with who were they interviewing? Drewski. They were interviewing Drewski, and she's like, "What'd you do about this?" And like she was like controlling the whole interview.
She talked first.
Yeah.
I noticed she gave the first question right off the top. She's not even shy at that. So yeah. You know what? And I got back to the Breakfast Club because of her.
Yeah, she's dope.
Because I've been off the Breakfast Club.
I was
for a long
off there
time.
before her
A
too,
long
bro.
time.
'cause-
Now she came back, and I'm like, oh shit, I like this dynamic. They finally found their rebranding.
No, yeah, because she asked
have
good
it.
questions. For you already know what Charlie's gonna ask. Charlie's gonna ask the same fucking questions all the time. The ones that are fucking news trendy.
He's gonna talk about fucking waxing his butthole. He's gonna talk
Exactly,
about
some weird
fucking-
shit.
It's a fucking bleaching his skin. He's gonna talk about fucking South Carolina. Like no one gives a fuck. Like he just makes it all about himself, you know. And that girl, she.
Oh, you're mad because he be on Drake's head that way? He be on Drake's head crazy. He does be on Drake's head.
Hey, but-
every morning, fool, he was like, oh my God, damn. I'm tired of the Kendrick
That's why
Drake
you
shit.
like. That's why you
Yeah,
like.
but like in the morning, you could take your kids to school or whatever. Are you putting on the podcast for everyone to hear, or are you like just regular radio?
Everybody to hear the Breakfast Club.
The podcast,
Yeah. I just like their topics, fool. They're better in topics. They're more well diverse than LA fucking morning shows. I feel like they look at the world from a different perspective. And I like fuck with them better. I don't know. Especially now with their new fucking rebrand. I fuck with it. But that's my morning show. In the last month and a half, the Breakfast Club heavyweight.
I think I'm more radio. Before Brown Bag, I wasn't, but after that, we kind of got a little bit familiar with them, so it was like easier transition. It was an easier transition to go and listen to them. It's kind of like the podcast, but like in a short time frame.
Yeah.
They got like a couple little segments, and then they got music or whatever.
And then right now, Brown Bag has got in their pocket where they're so good at fitting the show.
Yeah.
in
Right, it's
between-
compact.
in between
Yeah.
the commercials.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, I hope the commercials doesn't come and kill this because right now they're
Yeah.
flowing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the commercial doesn't show up. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Like they're so good that they probably don't even need as many commercials.
Yeah.
Because they got so many people.
Attention.
I don't know how they gauge how many people are listening, but they're selling that against the ads. Like, hey, look, a million people.
Now they got a FMW on
yeah, for
Sundays,
sure.
and they're only talking, and it's pre-recorded. They record during the week, and then they air it on Sunday. And they're talking the whole time. It's not radio like playing music anymore. So it's like, I don't know if there's a shift or they're just trying it out. And
I have a hot take. I think FMW radio is going to be better than the Brown Bag in a few months.
it's because they're different, because they're
And
completely
the real LA.
talking.
And the real LA. Let's keep it a buck, fool.
I mean, I think they can become better. They just need a little bit more.
Well-
Because podcasting and radio is two different things.
Yeah.
And then the reason why Brown Bag works so well is because Letty has like 1,000 years
Experience on the
right?
radio.
And she's the one controlling. She's in behind the fucking whatever the thing is called.
Yeah.
The monitor, whatever, rocking that show. Where FMW, right?
Personalities. Yeah.
They're all really good at talking. Even when like I listen to it and I hear pun talk, I'm like, this doesn't even sound like regular pun. Like this is very crisp and clean. And whoever produced it very well.
Yeah.
But they don't have a star player like Letty
She's a star player to you?
because she
That's crazy.
controls. She's like a point guard. She controls the flow of the show. She's a professional radio person.
She has the most experience out of all of
She
them.
even tells people like, "Hey, don't say that. You can't cuss because that's going to cost us this much money or whatever, this and that." Or some fools like whatever podcasters don't abide by the same FCC rules, right?
I feel like for even like interviews, I think FMW radio is gonna be more organic than just
It
kissing
can
their
be.
ass.
It
Because
can be.
like the morning show, I hate they just the same old
But they're-
repetitive
they're-
ass questions.
Nah,
Two
for real.
different, they're two different things though.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause-
they're not trying to be the morning radio. They're just trying to be their own.
Well,
show.
not yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Until you get the numbers.
But I do realize Brown Bag does better with Latino artists.
Yeah.
So that's for sure different pockets, for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I do feel like Brown Bag is better than the Big Boy Morning Show. The Big Boy Morning Show is just fucking cringe, fool.
Big boy in the morning.
I'm like,
I get it, man. He's a legend, and he's like, he's paved the way for.
you should move to the
LA.
afternoon.
But the landscape's changed. The landscape's just changed. It's a different landscape.
Yeah.
Did when he went over to 92.3, did he become part owner? Did it give him some sort of
Of course
ownership?
not. For what the fuck?
Then I don't see-
iHeartMedia, hell nah.
Then would you say that maybe?
Well, they paid him more for
maybe
sure.
would you say like iHeartMedia is afraid to let him go to somewhere else and him become bigger and better somewhere else, or why haven't they moved on from him?
Because he brings people that love those fucking phone calls, fool.
You know what? Maybe there's an older audience that still listens.
Of course they do. There's a bunch of old ass motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, that's probably
That's
their
what it is. Like the older demographic and the Latino community love Big Boy. I feel like maybe I think Brown Bag is more of the younger.
Yeah, for
younger-
sure.
'cause
Definitely.
They got that fool concrete on like once or twice a week, right?
Oh, they have him on there?
Funny as fuck. He comes does skits, or he'll just show up and be like the Theo. Like he's funny. He's funny. They mix it up, you know.
Yeah. I think they're doing that a lot. How they're bringing like they're trying out new talent in. I feel like when they lost Duno, they probably lost because Duno was the star of the show. For when the Brown Bag, he was the star of the show. He was a crazy one. He was a funny one. I think Letty was like the quarterback. She'd make, hey, don't get out of pocket.
For sure.
And
But the other guys, like I think DJ Greg and Maximo, they stepped up. I think in the beginning, as soon as Duno,
damn, you're deep in the Brown Bag.
Even Angie. I like Angie.
I think even Angie. 'Cause
Angie.
I think when they transitioned from the podcast to radio, they were
They
still
need it. They
were
need
still
it.
like shy behind the mic. But now Duno left, and it, like
And they need
the
it,
vacuum,
They opened up the space.
You filled up the void, and I think right now they're all really good. Even Angie, she like pronunciates.
She has good
now.
questions. And she has good
She's like
questions.
more comfortable. Like she feels like she belongs there. Where I feel like in the beginning they weren't as comfortable or as confident as they are now. But yeah, I mean, I think they're all doing great.
Yeah. No, they progress a lot. And even from the beginning to now, you can see the flow is much more.
Yeah, they're killing it. As much as I was, I'm not really a huge fan of Brown Bag like that. Like just from an outside looking in, like they're killing it.
Yeah, even their live shows, they do well. I've been to
Yeah.
two of them already. They sell it out. And then Duno is the star. As soon as that fool pulls up, everybody's fucking stands out for that fool.
That fool's on tour. He's doing like a nationwide tour with Jerry Garcia, which is one of the funniest comedians out right now.
He is. Jerry Garcia, man,
Super
super,
funny.
fucking funny.
And then
man.
Concrete, Jerry Garcia, and
Duno.
Duno, or they're on tour. Like they go for like to Florida or like across, and they come back to LA. for
Yeah,
3 days,
shout out
and
to
they go back out.
LR management. That fool does a really good job having all those three.
You know, when I heard that Duno was gonna start doing stand-up comedy, I'm all like, fuck, dude, like that. To me, stand-up comedy is fucking scary. Like it's super hard, so difficult to master. And I've seen some of his clips lately. I'm all like, fuck, he's good.
Yeah, well, it took him a while.
Yeah, I think he was learning though.
Well, he was learning.
absorbing.
He was bombing like a motherfucker. But you know what? If you're a funny, natural person, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna eventually find your pocket.
Yeah.
But he's always been for me. Even like in the whole back on Faye, Duno, when he goes in there, for he's a
Nah, he could riff, fool. He could riff with
be
them. Well, he
shining.
could riff with the best of them, fool. He could riff.
You know the
That's true.
crazy thing about Duno, because you think about him like a crazy LA little kid, right? Like little fool, the little guy that grew up in the hood, whatever. But he went to school in Brentwood, right? Because his mom,
but only for a few years.
his mom, like I think cleaned houses, and the lady that she cleaned houses that are using the. But
Yeah.
my point is this. My point is that he just recently went on the Bradley Martin podcast, and then he was on there with Felipe from Chicos Toxicos.
Damn.
And he was like riffing with a big white steroid guy, Felipe, who's like an immigrant, and he's from LA. And my point is, like, in any room, he's so diverse now.
Yes, well, shout
He can hang in any room.
well, shout out to back on Fig and them. They fucking push that fool to be better.
I think No Jumper did too. I think his time at No Jumper really pushed
Boy,
him.
it was T-Rail and them.
But his time at No Jumper, he was really raw, and they even gave him a couple opportunities to be like a interviewer, host, and he, like in comedy, and when you first started, he kind of bombed at first. His shows were
But also
great.
podcasting, he didn't pronunciate well at first, bro.
Yeah.
I had a hard time understanding
Yeah,
it sometimes.
yeah. That's a fact for sure.
I think with that whole T-Rail and Pun that are on that fool all the time, fool, he fucking sharpened his knife.
For sure.
Yeah, and he's so young, but he's only gonna get better.
He is,
That's for sure.
And it looks like he's doing good in acting type shit. All the movie shit too.
Yes, he's doing it. Fucking oat milk with the horchata. Or the oat milk, that one
That
dropped.
dropped already, no?
It dropped, I think, at 420, I believe. I think that was only the premiere.
Oh.
I think it drops on 420. You could be able to check it out. Make sure you guys do check it out. That movie is pretty cool. From what I heard, it was
I haven't
like
seen it.
a good
I heard
film.
there's a lot of homie cameos, you know?
Yeah,
lot of
it's an
raza.
old movie though. It was shot around the pandemic times.
Okay.
So you see Jerry younger.
He did look
You see
different, yeah.
Duno skinnier. But shout out to LV who directed it. Shout out to Echoes World who produced it. Those are the homies. And
You seen it already?
not yet. Well, it was last Tuesday. Fool. I was in the list, but they didn't want to give us. They didn't have +1s for the team, so I'm not gonna go. Because then you know how they're gonna reschedule. I'd rather have hey, let's go over there, all of us.
Okay.
So they didn't have +1s. I'm like, nah, you know what, I'll catch you next time. Shout out to Echoes where I fuck with you. No diss. But shout out to fools doing it though. Fools
Yeah, shout out to
making
fools doing it,
movies. They're being uncomfortable doing them. They are throwing it out there for they fuck it, however it goes. I feel like that should be championed more than
Talking about movies, the Jimmy Humilde shit too.
the Jimmy Humilde Clica. Shout out to Clica.
JP, JD. And Duno's in that too, right? Duno?
I hope it's better than what I've seen because I seen
They haven't even dropped the trailer, huh?
I seen like a year and a half ago. I seen some footage
Like
and,
BTS footage
somebody's
or-
laptop.
Oh, like legit footage from the movie?
Production footage.
What'd you see though?
I hope it's better than what I saw a year and a half.
Are you
ago.
talking-
Hopefully.
Cinematography, you didn't like what you saw? Or
Or
like the acting?
Well, of course, the acting is gonna bug me for because when you have is it JP, what's his name?
JD?
JD. Is he's leaning? It's a lot of weight on that fool.
It didn't see it.
But Duno on there, natural, easy. Fool. That's why I'm like, I seen him already in 2 movies, and he's himself. I think Duno could just be that himself and be successful in acting. You know, so
He could,
shout
be
out
like
to Duno.
he would be like that fool from Fast and Furious, Hector. Just every movie he's Duno. He's just everyone's neighbor. Like, oh,
But it got picked up by Sony, fool, and it's getting a theater release. It got picked up by Sony. It's gonna get released on theater. So shout out to Jimmy Humilde. Shout out to Rancho Humilde.
Hey,
man.
how do you feel? Did you guys already talk about Jimmy Humilde talking shit about George Lopez
Lopez
and Mario Lopez?
Not yet, but make sure we support Jimmy.
Yeah,
Humilde.
for sure.
We
Go
should
check
support
out that movie.
We should support.
Any fools doing
regardless,
it. Any
fool.
fools doing it out
We
there,
have
dog.
to. We have to bring numbers up. So regardless, there's a lot of whack. We watch a lot of whack. So why not give it a shot? You know,
I think he's one of the greatest pioneers in recent history for our culture for sure.
easy,
That's valid.
easy.
Yeah, if he's not number one, I don't know who number one is.
number one,
Culture impact, putting fucking Mexican music on top right now. Like I think he's as important as fucking Dr. Dre, Diddy,
I was gonna say a Dre.
I can say
Jay-Z.
that. I could see that.
Jay
I
Z.
could see
He's
that.
like our Jay Z, you know.
I could see that for sure. Well, I don't think nobody else is not even second. We had Del Records, but I don't think. Nah, I think he would be like a third. Del Records would be like a third to me. Yeah, but Jimmy Humilde is doing it on everything. From lowrider, LA Culture, corridos, multiple fucking platinum artists,
He even has a baseball team in Downey.
a baseball team.
Yes, two
Alfred does a
baseball
lot.
teams.
Alfred does a lot for the community. He's a leader, and he's really from LA. Fool. Shout out to the homie. We should definitely support him. But talking about Jimmy Humilde, how did you guys feel about him calling out George Lopez and Mario Lopez, right?
Yeah.
About them not putting nobody on.
He said they never did anything for the culture; they just put themselves on.
What do you think about that?
I feel like when you put yourself on and you put yourself in the public light, you don't owe anybody anything.
You don't?
You
Yeah.
don't, but
Like you owe to take care of yourself and your family, right? As a man, straight up. But who knows?
So he's right, basically.
Yeah.
But you don't know what George Lopez or Mario Lopez has, what they do behind closed doors. Maybe because some people don't like for me, when someone gives somebody $5 and they record it, it doesn't piss me off. Some people get pissed off when you do that. But to me, when you're recording, giving a homeless person $5, maybe it inspires somebody else to do it, and people get the bug and keep doing it, right? But some people are turned off by that, and maybe that's why they don't record when they're behind the scenes, giving people opportunities. Like for example, Mario Lopez has a michelada company, right? And I'm sure he has homies and Latinos that are helping him run that company. But what those people aren't famous, no one's gonna come out and get on a
And he
platform.
recently showed love to the Coyotes.
Oh yeah, he comes on their
On
videos.
their videos, supported and reposted.
He doesn't have to do that, right? He doesn't have to be.
But Jimmy is still right though, regardless.
I guess there's
But
levels to it.
what would you want him to do to make you have to make another man happy?
Look, I just feel like Jimmy is right, but at the same time, I just feel it's kind of whack to call the homie out for that because not everybody has to do it, right?
Yeah, but what could he do? What hasn't he done? Like there has to be something obvious that he didn't do.
No, I think what Jimmy was saying that they didn't put nobody on.
Because look, let's be honest here. What is Mario Lopez famous for? For being on Saved by the Bell and being on Extra.
I think for hosts. For
And
more.
being on Extra, right?
Actually, he's probably more famous from being a host now.
A host of what?
Of like those fucking those competition shows. On Fox. He's always like the Fox.
But what show?
Respond.
I don't know him from Extra and Saved by the Bell.
Well, he did a Dancing with the Stars. He's hosted
Okay.
a lot of these big ones.
Okay, but he's just the host. Like, it's not his show. He can't pick who goes on the show, can he?
I'm sure, of course he's not. He's just a host.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I disagree or I do disagree or don't disagree with Jimmy's part, but like I just don't. I'm missing the point. Like, where did he fuck up? Like, what did he do?
No, I don't think he's even saying he fucked up. He's just saying that they didn't put nobody on.
But how? Where?
But are they really in positions to be able to put somebody on them?
Because some people, to me, I feel like Mario Lopez is cool with just being an employee and working on shows, getting his money, and going home. Yeah. Like if you put yourself to become a boss, an owner of a record label,
Which
owner,
would be
what Jimmy's doing, right? Then they say you're a Mexican, then all you hire is all black rappers, or you're white and all you do is hire all Asian, this and that. Like you didn't put none of your people on. That would make sense. But to me, Mario's like as great and as talented as he is, he's just an employee.
Now look at George Lopez though. Now George Lopez could have the opportunity to put another Mexican.
And he's
on.
a fucking hater.
Yeah, he did. He put what was his best friend on the George Lopez show? The fat fool that used to.
We don't even know. I thought you put him on.
But he's the guy.
Ron Barbosa, you put him on.
He's the guy that was on Blood In, Blood Out. He was the guy that was in American Meat.
We don't know.
We don't know.
But his best friend was, and then the mom in the show, Latina. The wife in the show, Latina. The kids on the show, Latino. Like he put those people on. You don't think?
We couldn't name any of them.
I think maybe in comedy, maybe they'll put it. They're probably thinking about it in comedy. He didn't put nobody else in comedy. But like I say, they don't have to, fool. They don't have to. But I mean, Jimmy is right. Like
When's the last time George Lopez dropped a comedy special?
I think last year. It's brand new. He has a new one.
I don't know.
I think like
Now,
last year.
I get your point though. I get it. You know.
Yeah. But like I said, nobody has to do anything, fool. But Jimmy Amelia is right. He didn't. They just did it about themselves, which is dope. Hey, there's still iconic people in the community. For George Lopez, still has inspired more people than Jimmy still, because he's been doing it for a long ass time.
And I think George Lopez and Mario Lopez are the same age, but they look so different.
That was a fucking Einstein hair, dog.
Fool looks wild.
That's for looking crazy.
He's not
He's
tripping.
looking crazy. Sheesh.
For sure.
That's not how we want to age, fool. Make sure you drink water. Make sure we drink water out there. But yeah, I don't know. I hate that it has to be brought up to publicly. Fool. I hate that. I think Jimmy is wrong for that. For like publicly, like going against it, like, oh, they never inspire me. Like he did it in that type of way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's also, it sounds a little bit personal, but who knows? We don't know.
Yeah, might be. Maybe they didn't want to take a picture with him.
Or maybe he didn't want to be in the movie or like, link up and do work together.
Maybe. But I just feel like I hate it when Raza is always feeding into the stereotype about Raza always tearing each other Raza down.
I mean, there's a room full of raza right here, right?
Yeah.
The only one that tears us down is you.
Yeah, of course. Hey, they gotta put your niggas in your place. But shout out to Jimmy O'Meara. He's still a trailblazer. He's still one of the most important people in our community in the last 10 years. He is probably one or two. And I fuck with what Jimmy O'Meara does and everything he does for us.
sure.
Foundation, gives back to the community, is in these fucking streets, in Watts every year, in Watts every fucking year giving out toys. Every fucking year he does that, fool. So shout out to Jimmy O'Meara, because he is us, fool. Mario Lopez is not us. He's not an LA cat like that.
To San Diego.
Yeah, and also fucking George Lopez. I know he's from East LA, but he ain't really LA like that, though. Let's keep it a buck.
I don't think he's from East LA.
Well, he
I
claimed
think
it.
he was born there, but I think he moved up north.
Let me
or something.
see, George Lopez.
I think he was born there. I think his grandma's from there or something like that, but I don't think he's from East LA.
Raised. Let me see.
That was from Mission Hills. Mission Hills.
Where's that? Oh, Orange County, no?
A neighborhood in Los Angeles.
Mission Hills? Where's
Maybe
that?
in Northeast LA? Mission Hills? Maybe.
Mission Hills by San Fernando.
Oh, San
Valley.
Fernando.
It's
He's
the
in the Valley. Sheesh.
I don't know if Mission Hills is ghetto like that, like East LA is, but yeah,
He still is not even ghetto like that. That's crazy.
Nah,
It used to be. It used to be.
Like back in the
80s, 90s?
90s for sure. Now it's just fucking lit over there. I love it over there.
Yeah, it is nice.
I be walking
Bomb-ass
through there.
food, dog.
I be walking through there like I own that shit, dog. Catch me on every LA motherfucking neighborhood every fucking day, fool. I love enjoying the city, fool. I love going east, west, north, south, man. Catch me in Southgate running shit. But
What are you wearing to Southgate for?
the fucking gym, homie.
Walmart.
Hey, homie, you've been there 20 minutes. Get the fuck out that. Hey, I'm one of those, fool. I'm one of those.
When he walks in, the lunk alarm goes on at Planet Fitness.
Hey, on the gym, are y'all that type to like punk people out of their fucking spot?
Fuck no.
I'm doing it all day, fool. Like, hey,
real?
dog, 20 minutes, get the fuck out.
Ain't no one gonna punk me too.
Boy, because we'll be on their phone, like, dog, like, she don't want you that bad, fool. Relax. You're not even like built like that. And then they meet in the sauna for 3 hours, fool, like. But shout out to everybody that goes to the gym. What else we got?
I go to the gym and it's nothing but paisas, old people. Like I love it, bro. I love the vibe at that gym.
And Southgate?
I cut it.
Cudahy? Straight hood. You're hood with it. When I in Southgate, fool.
That's my people. There's no gyms in Southgate. There's Planet Fitness by the movie theater on the Garfield. That's too far. I'm closer to Cudahy.
Oh, you're close to Cudahy. Damn. Oh, yeah, you're right.
On Otis.
You could catch me in the Downey one for sure, at one on Firestone.
Downey ass fool over here, dog.
Catch me there.
24-hour fitness.
You could
ass
catch
fool.
me outside. No, it's actually LA Fitness. Catch me at 8 p.m.
I hate that one. I hate that.
Anybody want to run it? Catch me at 8 p.m. Downey, doing it up. Running shit.
When I go to that gym, it's like a high school reunion, bro. Like, I'm not here to talk to
I bet for you,
all the
man.
people I know,
for
bro.
sure,
Like, I
dude.
need to get out of here.
But that's probably one of the better gyms out here.
The fools are too scared to go to fucking Choose Fitness and Cudahy. Like, I love that shit.
Well, I don't know. I stay in the weight room. I don't be in with the regulars. I'm not over there in the fucking little bike, nigga.
And then they got a bunch of old machines right there. They got all the old shit, like.
Well, I don't do the machine. I be in the weight room for like where the man be at for what the hell.
And then it looks big from the outside, but it's small in there. Like, there's not enough machines in there, bro.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of classes. Like a lot
The
of
top
rooms.
is just treadmills. They got a basketball court, but like the weightlifting section, the benches, there's like 10, 15.
For there's gym that have like 5. At least they have 10.
Choose has a lot more. And it's
Which one
smaller.
do you go to?
Choose Fitness. It's
Choose
nicer.
Fitness?
It's newer. It's like turf. It's like state of the art.
Okay.
I remember there was a Kmart there, wasn't it?
Yeah. There used to be a big K, and then there's a
Rest in
Sprouts.
peace, Kmart.
There's a Sprouts next to it now. Like it's nice, bro.
Oh shit! But shout out to the gym, so. Shit.
Yeah, the two fat fools talking about the gym right now.
Hey, look,
Can't trust them.
you can't. For sure, we can't trust fucking Nomo over here. But in let's say 3 months, right? 3 months will be all right.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
All right.
I'm trying to get under 300 pounds.
You wanna you wanna battle who loses weight more?
I'm gonna lose more weight because I'm
Yeah.
bigger than you.
Oh, okay. 3
Automatically.
months. 3
We could
months?
do like a body percentage if you want.
Yeah, for
That'll
sure.
be more fair. Like who first one to 10%.
Yeah, and how do we check that?
You have to weigh
Scale.
yourself on
The scale it shows
The scale on Amazon like $30, and then you connect it to the app, and it'll load to your.
I have a
app
scale that's
automatically.
dusty somewhere. Where I just gotta find it.
Under the bed.
It's somewhere, fool. I gotta find that shit. So yeah, okay. So I'll give you the measure, and we'll go from there next
Yeah,
time.
I'm down.
And we'll bet it on it. Want to bet on it or what?
Bet on that.
100, a cool little 100.
Yeah, 100,000.
That way it could push us. fool.
100,000.
That way it can push us. fool.
Marathon Burger. Whoever
Marathon
wins
burger, whoever wins
for the
fool.
team.
All right.
Loser has to do the hot chip challenge right here on live.
That hot chip. What is the chocolate?
That one chip?
That spicy
Have
chip.
you tried it?
Nah, hell no.
I've done it.
You done it? Is it really hot?
Oh yeah, it'll burn you all the way down. Then it makes you shit.
Shoot, damn. But yeah, let's do that. fool. I do want to be a
Like you guys doing a gym challenge or just losing weight challenge?
losing weight. Losing weight and looking great.
When I already won, fool, you ugly.
Shoulder, dog.
Ugly
Shoulders.
ass fool.
Fool, my shoulders are gonna be like, fool.
That's funny.
I'll be shirtless in 2 weeks from now. Mark it down, fool. But yeah, shout out to all y'all fools. What else we got? What else news we got, fool? Let me see.
Drake drops video, dog. I mean,
Drake dropped
you're avoiding
low-key,
it. You're
yeah.
avoiding it.
Shout out to the off-brand Kendrick video.
He's mocking him, right?
I think so.
I mean, I think it's a form of saying like I could do anything you could do, whatever you could do, I could do better. I think the video,
But with less numbers, but
I
yeah.
think the video was cinematic.
It was good.
I think
It
it
was
had
good.
a lot of female, beautiful women in it. I think the dance numbers are great. I think the outfits were great. I think the color going black and white was great. I mean, you can't hate.
It's a
on
great
anything.
video for
You
sure.
can't hate on anything of the video. Being
Production wise.
Yeah, being
Production-wise.
at the time on the timeline right now, they're gonna compare it directly to Kendrick's stuff, right? Because Kendrick's very artsy, very
Super artsy.
wearing women's jeans at the Super Bowl type shit. Like
Fire.
like, he don't give a fuck about it. Like he'll go the extra mile to like make a statement, right? So that was definitely a statement video, and I love that song.
Yeah, it's a
was
good
good.
video. It's a good video. I think just every Drake video is a good video.
Yeah,
The
he-
production was film, I believe.
How was Party Next Door not in it?
Because he's a fucking whack, fool. The fuck?
That's fucked up, man. Ain't that fucked up?
You know what it is? He's too fat, fool. He's a fat. He getting way too much weight. Drake was like,
I didn't even realize he wasn't in it, bro.
I know he was.
I didn't even realize it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but shout out to Drake. He's still out there doing good music for, and I think he's gonna continue doing it.
Did you hear that he's winning the lawsuit?
I didn't hear. I don't know about
you hear about
winning.
I heard that they were gonna the UMG or whatever. They were gonna like let him look at the
Yeah, the
Kendrick
paperwork. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's trying to find out if Kendrick's actually independent with PJ Lang or if he's signed under a sign.
Shout out to PG Lang, the most creative motherfucking network out here, dog.
So I think they offered him like 250 mil to just drop the lawsuit. He said no. So now they're gonna have to like actually let him look,
So now they're gonna have to kill that fool way.
and they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out what they
They're
did.
gonna be like, that fool had too many Ozempic shots.
They're gonna.
Shit.
I think the safest thing for Drake to do is stay in Canada for now, especially with the beef between U.S. and Canada. Like just stay over there for
Oh,
now.
there's beef?
Well, U.S. Yeah, the tariffs.
Look at the tariffs.
Oh, nah, but come on. Nobody's beefing with
And
Canada.
then
Canada's pussy full.
Trump said that they want to make him the 51st state.
Yeah, and
Canada got mad about that.
Canada's gonna bend over and just take it, fool. Because that's what they do.
They're part of the army when we beat the Nazis in World War II. I mean, they're strong back then, but yeah, obviously now the armies are different, right? No one fights.
Now they pussy, fool. Just say what it is. It's simple. Shout out to Trump, punking Canada. Just like the
That's Marvin
American
on the
way,
gunshots.
fool. Just like the American way. You're not like us, Canada. So stay in your lane, dog. And make sure you keep that maple syrup cheap for us, dog.
If I could go to Canada, damn, how the fucking the switch came out, dog. The fool let the switch out.
We came back for Justin Bieber, dog.
Maple syrup, that's all me.
I already forgot what I was to say. Damn.
Talking about Trump, what do you guys think about what's happening with the tariffs right now?
I'm not into world economics like that. I don't really know how. I don't understand it. Basically,
But I thought that's what you voted for Trump for economic relief.
we get
Economic relief.
the U.S. has
Stop
been,
doing the dance, fool. By the way, that's a fire ass dance too. Let's get
It is, fool. I'm not gonna lie. Strong said it's him.
especially with the song YMCA.
Yeah.
To my understanding, the U.S. has been like
which is Joe Rogan.
That's your source. That's
Joe
the
Rogan's
source.
tape.
my source is C-SPAN on TikTok.
So Joe Rogan said this morning.
So my understanding is that the U.S. has always been giving discounts to like other
Yeah, they
countries.
have.
And
sure.
we never, out of the kindness of our hearts, we've been giving money to other countries for a long time. And now we have a $36 trillion deficit
To who?
to ourselves, to other countries, right? So in order for our dollar to go up, for like let's say you get paid $20 an hour, without you getting a raise, how can you make your dollar more powerful? Is to the deficit has to go down. So that makes your dollar more valuable, right? And the only way to offset that in his idea is to tax people for not. So we bought
Bringing in jobs, right?
we bought 1 million Toyotas and Hondas over the last 10 years.
Yep.
And Japan has bought 0 Fords and Chevys over the last 10 years, and that's unfair. And the reason
I don't
why
blame 'em.
and the reason why is because
Because they break down after 2 years. Huh?
Japan has a tariff right now on America. So anything that comes over from America, they tax it. I don't know how many percent, right? So that hurts Ford and Chevy's ability to make reliable vehicles because they're not making enough of money. So now they got to sell a piece of shit product because they can't afford to buy or make things that are last because of all the tariffs. Like Australia also has crazy tariffs on us. Europe has crazy tariffs. So we can't export anything.
But Ford's
what
parts?
Trump is saying is like, if you tariff us, we're gonna tariff you.
Which is good. I love that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
In my opinion, I love what he's doing. I love that. Yeah, we should get the better end of the deal. For we're America, fool.
He's Democrat.
Like,
And that's what makes it less expensive to open up a company in China because there's no tariffs when you bring shit back in here. So that's why Apple is made over there, Tesla's made over there. So you have to make it expensive to do that. So the only logical sense is like, you know what? I'm going to build a factory here now because of all the tariffs. So it's forcing companies to look inwards, right? And it's going to take 2 or 3 years to build a factory, right? So it's going to suck for a little bit. But people are claiming that the stock market dropped super low, but it didn't drop as bad as it did during COVID. It's like top 12 times. It's dropped. It's not a recession.
But he don't know politics, but he's breaking it
I know.
down.
He said, I don't really know much. I don't really know much.
So,
It's Joe Rogan, dog.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. I feel like when you vote for a president, whatever, he's in office, you gotta let him do what they do, and then
Yeah.
I think it's still too early.
Yeah, I think it's growing pains. In my opinion, that's how I look at it. They're growing pains. Let's see. I want to see him fail. I mean, like if he's gonna fail, let him fail all the way. At least.
I just hope it works, bro. I hope it works.
I hope it works too. And my opinion, we should have the better end of the deal with all the countries. Because we're America.
Because they need us. They need us more than
we're
we
the
need them.
number one consumer, and we're exporting culture to like a motherfucker. They're all looking at us. In my opinion, look, even the plastic, we have too many plastic in our brains. We should be taxing China more. Enough of that. Enough of that.
And they say that they don't want to buy our food because it's full of GMOs. And
It is. Look at this food right here.
This was wearing fucking made in China sunglasses right now.
You gotta stop buying Shein, bro. You can't buy Shein no more, dog.
You got that shit on a TikTok shop. That's not even a real apple.
Yeah, but American food is shitty though.
Yeah, but okay, but you wear clothes with polyester and synthetic that leaks into your body through your pores, and like you're getting poisoned with your clothes
Jeez.
and your underwear. You know, like it's not just the food; it's much bigger than that.
Yeah, and we are dying from fucking cancer and shit.
It's weird. It's weird because hella people have cancer, but then people live to 100 at the same time. It's like it's weird. Like how does that happen? Like people are living longer than ever, but people are
Like here
dying.
in America?
Yeah, people are living longer than ever.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought in other countries.
My fucking grandparents are like almost in their 90s, bro.
Oh, shit.
My girl's grandpa is like 99 or
But
some shit.
are they eating like fast food and shit?
Yeah, they love McDonald's and all that shit. My grandma and grandpa had a house in East LA for like 40 years, right there off of Eastern and where the
The
710
real
is.
East LA.
Cesar Chavez
Yeah.
and Troy Burgers, bro. Troy Burgers, my grandma loved that shit. Fucking eating burgers every Sunday and shit like that. Like it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But plastic is an issue for me. I'm trying to do less plastic moving forward. I mean, anyway, because it just scared me a little bit. Like, what do you think? What do you think, since you're a Democrat?
Nah, fool. I don't like my barber raising his prices, dog.
Oh, he
That
raised the
shit's
prices how
affecting
much?
the hood.
45?
Nah, 35, dog. But damn, I was paying 30, fool.
I
Nah,
paid,
you care, huh?
What's a regular price for a haircut?
well, I
fool?
pay 45 to 50 for myself.
You don't even
for
have
your
hair.
son's
fool.
haircut?
Oh, my bad.
45? Damn, dog.
And a $5 tip.
Outside the hood? Where at?
Not in Echo Park.
Oh, okay, that's Echo Park.
So I'm supporting also a brown fucking business.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm
Freaks
trying to support the
on-
local hood,
there,
fool,
right
but-
there on Scully Drive and Sunset. Shout out to the brown-owned fucking hair freaks.
How much? 30?
35.
35. I think 35 was like before COVID. After COVID,
Yeah,
for sure, it went up.
Let's get out the bicep spot. You gotta go
I'm
out
starting
the
growing my
bicep
hair, dog.
spots.
I'm starting growing my hair, dog. Fuck that shit,
Shave it,
dog.
fool. Shave
I just paid 150 for all my kids and me, dog.
That's 3? Those 4?
Somebody do the math.
Yeah, I'm like, try, what the fuck?
45? 35, 45? I don't know.
45.
But you know what? He's like, hey, just shoot me 100. I was like, nah, for $100. Not
No,
even-
you know, I don't mind tipping that high, fool. Like, if it's 30, I'll tip
And then
10
we all
bucks,
four
fool.
of them, one of them got a design and shit. I was like, nah, here's 150.
Yeah, for you.
My barber, he still charges me $25, dog.
Yeah,
All I do is this part right here.
Oh, okay.
And then my son, he'll do my son for 25 too. But
that's homie price.
That is
Yeah,
homie price.
yeah,
I-
sure.
for me, I hate homie price. I think it's disrespectful. So I gotta give them like what they deserve.
I'm poor for it.
You gotta support the brand.
Yeah, but
fool.
to an extent, fool.
Huh?
To an extent.
What do you mean?
Support, it goes back and forth, no?
Well, they take a whole hour on your way.
And then
Sometimes.
I be blasting the homie on Instagram,
Well, that's dope.
I used to be on homie price too until I left. And when I came back, it was no more. He
He
gave
was
me
like,
like,
he was like,
Hey, fool, barbers are sensitive, dog.
They are, fool. They are.
Sensitive
I'm not gonna
ass
lie,
fools,
fool.
homie.
It takes one time, fool. It
Sensitive
takes
ass
one
fool.
time to go somewhere else, dog.
Yeah, you
You
cheated
come back
on me,
different,
dog?
dog.
Cheated on me?
It took me like 2 years to get out of my son's barber from Cyprus.
It's tough
And
to
now
break
I
up with them,
wanna-
huh? It's a tough breakup.
Fool, this fool was too ghetto. This fool was too ghetto, fool. Good barber. Shout out to the homie. You know who you are.
Do you still run into him?
I don't. Only in Conejo shows.
Oh,
He be
damn.
looking at me like, 'cause he's also Conejo's barber.
That shit look fresh.
I would be like, this fool too fucking is cheating on me. But he was just too ghetto. Like, I didn't want my son being around people that were ghetto ways. Fucking like talking about women in a certain type of way.
Yeah, I feel it.
Disrespectful.
but sometimes when you used to go to the barbershop, they were doing that too.
not when it's vulgar, fool.
Okay.
Not when it's like, yo, they were fucking this crackhead way. Oh, she's like,
Fucking is
it's
crazy.
No, I was not way.
Where are you getting a haircut, Skid Row?
Nah, it's not fool. So the homie was telling a story about his homie. Oh yeah, he he got this chick that was on meth, and I like got some head. Like,
front of your kids?
Yeah, from my son.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm like, nah, I can't do it for him. También, he was a little racist, so I couldn't do it. Like, I don't want my son thinking that's normal. For I don't like scumbag behavior. Shout out to the homie, but
Scumbag behavior.
I found a homie right here in Echo Park, Raza, and it's been there, and it's cool vibe. I pop in there, and yeah. Shout out to the barbers out there.
Yeah, I pay 45.
And rent is
$5
going
tip.
Rent
Rent is
$50
going up
bucks.
too.
Full rent is going up. Let's
Yeah.
respect these barbers. Fool. Come on, fool.
Nah,
raise
for
it up.
sure. I get the rent is going up. Their
Yeah.
chairs
Rent
be
is
expensive,
going-
dog.
expensive.
Just
fool.
everything in general is already going up. So
And everybody's a barber nowadays too. That way, like, so if competition is up. So,
Yeah, it is
man,
up,
I think at least 35 is. I think it's respectful. And some people do 100, fool.
I know.
Some people do 150, 200.
crazy,
house
bro.
calls.
I think a house call is different though. A
House call for sure is different because
$100.
Yeah, that's a different tax bracket.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Gas.
how much you pay, dog?
Fucking 25.
That's not bad. That's good.
I got the family
100
discount, yeah,
for
yeah.
For a house call, I think that's doable. Way like for a house call, for doing your house.
Also,
At
too,
least
like,
100.
who's cutting your hair? Is it a señora? Is it a
hell no.
is it an old ass fool that's missing an eye? Like, is he deaf in one ear, or is it like a fool that's up to date with
Yeah,
fashion?
up to
man?
date, full swag the fuck up.
You gotta understand who's cutting your hair. 'Cause
Yeah,
I remember my dad used to take me to Tweety Boulevard in
Señora,
Southgate.
yeah.
$5 haircuts, fool, trasquilado and everything. I mean, like, fuck you up.
Charging you extra.
They
for-
should shave my head and just leave the little patch in the front right here, dog. That's how old I am, fool.
That's crazy, bro.
that's the
remember that haircut?
That's the Pee-wee. That's the Pee-wee.
You got the lady in the back dyeing her hair and shit with the little machine.
Smelling all the fucking.
It's a salon with Paul Mitchell expired shampoo everywhere.
The whole cheese man happening there. Who fucked who, ladies, and all this shit. Yeah. Shout out to those señoras that be cutting a lot of people's hair. That's where we all started at.
Hey, at least we don't go to fucking Great Clips. What is that shit called? The Supercuts.
Supercuts.
Because
crazy,
do they even
bro.
have those nowadays?
At
They
the
do.
mall.
Yeah,
At the
they
mall.
do.
Yeah, they're still out there.
Okay, so we have Money Sign Sway dropping an album soon. But do we care?
Yes.
Yeah, he was dope.
Do we
yeah.
care?
Shout out
Hell yeah.
shout out to Huntington Park.
Shout out to fucking Huntington Park. Shout out to his family for who's gonna eat. That's the only thing I care about. His mom's eating and shit. From what I'm hearing, that his mom was really good people. His mom, his cousin, because you know Rosenberg was his lawyer.
Oh shit.
So
yeah,
he got able to interact the last couple of days with Money Sign Sway. So we're gonna have an episode when we talk about that, the last days of Money Sign Sway.
We should do that and release the album so you get some momentum.
Yeah, shout out to Money Sign Sway and what he did for the culture, pushed it forward. Shout out to Huntington Park.
He started a movement that
did.
is still vibrant in the
Yeah,
city
you got
with
peso.
the young people today.
Yeah.
And then not just fashion, but just the way people talk.
I don't know about fashion, but
Yeah,
music,
because he started with that
Shaka, the pro.
those pants that have the
Oh, the Chapo shit.
The Zali.
Well,
Yeah,
Sally. He was the first guy on that shit.
first Mexican guy or just guy, period?
He's the first one I ever saw with
Yeah,
that shit.
maybe
on.
that, because
I'm from HP. I mean, I'm from Southgate, so HP's right there. To me, he was on my radar really quick.
yeah.
And he's very unique with his vocals, right? I thought he was very talented.
I don't know about unique. He sounded like Kodak Black, but he was dope as fuck for sure. Shout out.
But nobody else was sounding
Nah,
like that.
there wasn't.
Like trying to attempt to sound like Kodak Black, and
but
it works for him.
it would work for him, fool.
Even like the music that he's dropped after he passed away. I don't know how old it is, but it still sounds like him. It's not something.
As long
that-
as it's treated good, to me, as long as the right people are behind it to make it justice for his legacy, because what you don't want is having some like
Because a lot of shit just probably demos or like hooks that he had.
and
So you got to piece it
and a lot
together.
of rappers will feel just
So it has to be
respected
pieced together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's it's called posthumous post-death album that's like really good, other than what like
Biggie?
a Biggie album,
Juice WRLD?
Tupac,
Did Juice WRLD have one?
Tupac.
Juice WRLD.
But like, okay, but Tupac.
Mac Miller full had an amazing album after.
I'm just saying, like, it's almost impossible.
It's rare,
It's
for
almost
sure.
impossible to have a really good album post-death.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
So I you know,
even also like his beat selection is pretty good too. So a lot of the music that I do like is because of the beats.
Yeah,
He's
for
out
sure.
there. Yeah, he's definitely for at least the homies. He's a generational talent.
Yeah.
sure, for
No, I think he stood out for because he was so close to home. He resonated with like the generation of that kids, what they look like, what they wear, what they listen
let's
to.
be honest, bro. He kind of like made the Edgars look cool.
Yeah,
The Edgars
for
were
sure.
kind of a fool's gone wild type of joke for a while, and he kind of solidified that, like, yeah, we dress like this, we look different, but we're unique, but
we'll shoot you fools.
We'll still keep it gangster. We'll still keep it gangster.
We're like, we're Edgar, but we're black fools.
Yeah. And then, like, to me, he brought like credibility to the Edgar, the Edgar era, I guess you could call
for
it.
sure.
And it's kind of disrespectful to call it the
Yeah,
Edgar
because
era.
they wouldn't like it. They wouldn't like to be called the Edgars.
But us old heads, us unks, we call it the Edgars, right? That's how we kind of.
I feel like not all of them embrace it.
A lot of them do. A lot of them fucking
Really?
love it. Yeah, shout out to them, fool.
I don't think he had an Edgar. He had like a low haircut, but still, like that generation of young, new.
Who started the Edgars? Who started the Edgars? Rapper wise.
I think it was the guys from Texas, no?
Texas? Rappers, though.
D Baby from Texas, no?
Yeah, the Edgars.
What do
He's
you
kind of
think?
new, no way?
Peso? Peso from LA? No?
A lot of people, what I've heard is Swifty Blue got brought up for that.
Maybe. Maybe.
Because before Swifty, Money Sign Sway was Swifty Blue, right? I believe, yeah. They were homies, too. They were homies. I think it was, prior to Money Sign Sway.
I don't know exactly who started.
Shout out to the Edgars, fool. To me, I fuck with the Edgars. They're just as deadly as the other homies.
No,
way.
they're deadly for sure.
Shout out to the Edgar becoming peace, dog.
The Edgars come with the switch way already over here packed up. Shout out to Money Sign Sway. Shout out to his family way. Shout out to Honey in the Park, fool. Very important.
And I also think, like, I don't want to speak too much about the Edgars, but it makes sense why they wanted to go so different from the typical or like the usual cholo, which is bald and
they were tired of the chunti shit.
But you also like you stand out, and then you obviously look like you're doing something bad if you just dress like everybody that does bad things, right? Like you have to switch it up to look incognito. That's why the unks are so mad about it. Because now, before back in the day, you could tell from a mile away that fool bangs. I'm gonna go bang on that fool, see where he's from. Now you see an Edgar walk by, you're like, oh, that guy's dressed funny, and then like you're just like. Wolves in sheep's clothing, like they blend in so well.
They dress for the bitches, fool. They wanted bad bitches.
I feel like
bad bitches were not getting no cholos. Way. Let's keep it up. That dusty as hell.
There's some girls that like cholos.
I feel like back
Very
then
rare.
we used to dress like that. 501s,
Yep.
white tees, rosarios with the hats, with the pro clubs. It's just like coming back, but just a different version of how it used to be.
Yeah, well,
Everybody used to get like the taper with the mushroom,
taper.
with the mushroom top,
Yeah.
with the long hair, and now it just like graduated into whatever the Edgar is now.
Money Sign Sway style came from South Central. For the people that know,
HP is basically South Central for what's right there.
no, but who he was around though. People that know, they know who is surrounding his homies. They know what's up. Like
Yeah, but
he was heavy in the Florence district. Heavy.
But HP is its own thing, man. I don't think you understand how
Yeah,
HP.
but HP ain't saying the N word.
Yeah, they are.
Now they are.
I feel like
Money Sign Sway made it
HP
popular.
is such a blend because you got the paisas. When people come straight from Mexico, the HP is one of those sanctuary cities, just like East LA, where like you
I
get
think
people.
Compton is cheaper. Way.
You get people fresh off the border, like it's
The Micas and the Gallo Hero.
even at the football games.
Let's not sleep in the Micas, the Gallo Hero, fool.
Bro, Pacific Boulevard, bro. Let me just say, like all the quinceañeras,
It was a
all the
hub.
quinceañera shit, like it's like a little. If East LA was fucking the FF fucking Central, or like the big city, then fucking HP was TJ, bro. Like it was just a blend of people.
That's crazy, bro.
I will say that HP Cruising and Sundays had better bitches than East
Pacific
LA
was the
ever
place to
had,
be,
fool.
bro. Pacific was the place to be, dog.
Pacific on a Sunday, 3 p.m. and on. Wait,
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy to see how much that's changed. dog.
Yeah. I love Pacific,
I think
bro.
HP culture is so underrated, bro. It
Which
leaks.
is?
It,
That's
leak,
facts.
it leaks into different cities because it's not too far away from. It's the first city after South Central. It's the first city after Central.
HP culture. Chunti?
It's Chunti, gangster, paisa,
Tres Hermanos?
Chaco, like Chaca cholos,
Yeah.
like cholos who are fucking all about that cartel paisa life, but so bang on your ass with an old ass hood, an old neighborhood,
Yeah.
There's old ass neighborhoods in there.
Yeah.
And like they're super cholo, they're super paisa, they're fucking saying the N word at the same time, like
Now they are. Back then they weren't.
I mean, I don't know.
And I was raised
I don't know
on
how old you
HP.
are, how like in the 50s or whatever, back when you're saying.
I'm a HP baby, fool. For sure, HP.
I think it's like one of those things where like HP doesn't get the flowers it deserves.
No, HP is
It's
dope
full
as
of
fuck,
culture.
fool.
It's full of culture right
It
there.
is, and also I think it also broken through with the corrido culture. It started in HP and that Southgate, South Central mesh right there, like that little trifecta. That's where a lot of the Chalino shit popped out of. As well, a lot of the fucking corrido.
All those
shit.
clothes right there was
Yeah,
where he started
Parral,
playing.
güey.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
For the
El
Parral, Potrero,
the
all
one in
that shit.
Potreros way. Potreros, man, crazy.
Yeah, Cudahy too. Cudahy, HP, Southgate. Like there's just the underground culture right there was, if you know type shit.
Yeah, Paisa shit for sure.
I saw for sure, dog.
But on some swag shit, for sure, they're looking at South Central.
I feel like a lot of fools dress like fools from HP now.
crazy because it's full. Money Sign Sway was
Boss, Psycho
Oh.
Bunny, fucking all that, like Nautical JOP shit. Like I feel that's HP culture right there.
That is not HP culture.
Puffy, Tommy Hilfiger, type shit. Like, and I understand in South Central, like you fools are wearing like big baggy clothes, but fools,
baggy clothes.
but no, no baggy clothes in South Central.
Not that.
What do you guys wear?
People are skinny jeaned up, full like that whole Edgar. That's what motherfuckers are dressed up.
Talking about purple jeans.
Talking about just the whole Edgar era, fool.
I don't know.
Everybody in South Central dressed like fucking Edgars. All of them. Oh, everybody. There is no fucking baggy. Now it's baggy, right? Because it became baggy new. But in the last 10 years, fool, you've been skinny like a motherfucker. And that's what Money Sign Sway, his homeboys are South Central way. If you know, you know. Like his childhood homies where he was repping. He was repping the Florians, fool. He was repping all those. That's homie Richie was around him when he was coming up. A lot of the homies were around that fool coming up. And they'll tell you, yeah, we raised that fool. And he probably says it. Same thing with Peso. He gives it up to South Central, same thing. They're both heavily influenced by that culture. They'll tell you, they'll say it.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it. You can see
Yeah, shout out to Peso too. Peso's like, I love what Peso's doing for. Peso to me is took Money Sign Sway's torch
It just has
and is running with it, making better music, making everything better. For it, just he took it and he's running with it, and very respectfully, the man.
I don't know if it's his first video or song after he was free, but he has a video where he's like with a bunch of his homies, right? And they're all like rapping, their shirts off, showing tats and shit like that. It's got to be one of the best songs that's come out in the last couple of years from like a homie rapper.
He's probably one of the better rappers.
Peso for sure is like top 2, top 3 best homie rappers out right now. And he's so young, right? He's got so much swag. He's got the street cred. He's getting locked up. He don't give a fuck type shit. He's like a wild little homie.
I love that.
Like it's not,
And it only looks good when you're like 19, 20, 21, 22,
right,
23.
that's true, bro.
Once
That's
you're
a great point,
30,
dog.
nigga, once you're 28,
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
a bum ass fool still doing that shit.
But you could tell that fool's touching real money, and like it's not he's not pretending to be something he's not.
Interesting.
You feel me? Like it feels authentic, which is what I'm saying. He's good. The music's good. He has the style, the look, and it feels authentic, which is like
He has great
the
music,
authenticity is probably the hardest part.
Also, the visuals.
There's
His
so many-
videos are better than all those fucking.
There's so many studio gangsters nowadays that they just know how to speak because they see the TikTok video, right? With me, I think Peso's a full package, bro.
Yes. Do you feel like he will go commercial?
I think he's too hood to go commercial right now.
Interesting.
I think he has to get. I think he's part of the street era right now. Like
I
everyone
don't think that even matters. I think if you make hits, you go commercial. I think that's what we're waiting for, right?
Well, you
Like
think
actual hit.
he and will he write a song that's not about the hood?
I don't think that even cares, fool.
Name a song that's super hood that's commercial.
Fucking Kodak Black Gremlin, man.
Yeah, I was about to say
The
Kodak
fuck?
Black.
Dog,
Kodak
you
Black.
out of touch, homie.
No, but that he's not.
Fool, you out of touch. A lot of
Kodak Black is not repping
the
a gang.
It doesn't, but he's still repping. What do you mean, the Zoes? You know what the Zoes is?
Yeah, but like it's like a Haitian. Like it's not really.
Yeah,
Like,
fool, it's a Haitian gang, dog.
I know,
The
but
fuck?
it's not. Bro, that video.
Oh, it's not an LA gang, so it's not official gang.
I think it's just. I think people are scared of when you have a bunch of gangsters in your video. I think people are afraid of that.
Really, but it works for everybody else.
Like who?
Like everybody in fucking Atlanta way. Or the whole drill rap scene.
I think it's different. I think LA culture.
The whole fucking Detroit scene, they're all fucking swishy up, fool. All of them. I think it all goes down if you make good music enough, you will transition for sure.
I don't know. I feel like if he
Does he have a hit for you?
a hit, not that I could think of right now.
Exactly. Because he has great music, but not a hit yet. But he will. I think him working with Tyler, him working with, the producer, fucking from the IE, what's his name?
Hit boy.
Hood Boy.
Hit boy.
Hit Boy. Like working with them, I think he'll come up with a hit. I think he needs great musicians around him to help him with that. You need that. You need fucking people that have done it, know how to know with frequencies, know how to intro the verse, know how to intro the beat, like those little details that will make a hit. Because you only got like 10 seconds to skip the song. So I think Pesos, but he has a total package way. Everything he has, everything he does, from the visuals to the swag to the persona, everything he does, his shows are dope. He performs very well. He's a heartfelt rapper. He's a street rapper. He's a conscious rapper as well. He's a smart kid. He's very well spoken. I got the chance to meet with the homie. I did a photo shoot for him. I got to like fresh out of jail. I got to be around that fool. And he is way more mature than people think he is. The whole jail shit kind of.
How old is he?
He's like 19, fool.
Damn, crazy.
19. And okay, you said top 3. Who's the top 3 homie rappers for you?
Like right now?
No,
right
Peso's
now.
21.
He's 21 now. Yeah.
Like any age?
No, it's new way. Under 25. Okay, no, we can't say like a lefty gun player like 30.
How old is Chito Ranas?
Like 30 fool.
How old is Chito Ranas? I don't think he's 30.
Yeah, for sure. Fool's been buzzing for a minute. Let me see.
That's crazy.
30.
I can't find it.
Yeah, happy 30th birthday to Toronas. Yeah.
Damn. Fool.
Fucking OTR
wrong?
Records posted it up.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
30. Well, Chito Ranas,
I feel 30 is still young, dog.
fool now as a rapper, fool. Fuck no.
I think so.
I want to let's keep it under 30 though.
Okay, 30. So Chito Ranas.
Under 30.
Oh my God.
29.
It has to be under 30 because
All right,
when
for
you
you.
pass 30, you're in a different fucking laneway.
Let me see. I gotta think about it.
So we have the lefties. Let's put lefty in there.
Alive? It could be alive or dead, or doesn't matter.
Talking about now popping.
Like
fool.
alive?
They have to be alive. They're not popping. Come on. We have lefty in the mix, right? Let's just throw names. We have lefty at the Peso.
Yeah. Throw more names. Let me see.
Young.
So
Mexican OT.
Nah, he's not a homie.
nobody from Texas. Just
Nah,
LA.
he's LA. Cali fools. Keep it Cali.
Cali.
I like Peso, Money Sign Suede, Coyotes,
Nah, they're too old. They're 30 plus.
Yo,
and Shoreline Mafia.
Shoreline Mafia's already legends, fool.
Already legend.
They're already legends. Shoreline Mafia's a legend.
Yeah, but I feel like it's something new now because it's just the two best guys out of the group.
Nah, it's nothing new. It ain't hitting like that.
I think
it's not hitting the same for sure.
Oh hell yeah! They're fuck. I think they're the kings of LA right now.
OGZ is for sure. I don't know about Phoenix
I
Flexing.
think Phoenix Flexing is a better rapper than OGZ. OGZ just has more swag and more like persona
And better music.
Like without, you could just enter a room and just looking at him, you're like, who the fuck is this fool? Like,
And better music, fool.
no, I think Phoenix Flexing is a better rapper.
Well, yeah, better rapper, but doesn't mean that you do better music.
I enjoy Phoenix
Yeah,
music
OGZ
more.
has hits. We do love hits, right?
What hits do they have?
The one on the radio right now with Bia.
The one with the Freak League?
Yeah, fire.
I don't like Bia's verse on it.
Ah, hater.
It's always weird. It's weird to me when I don't want to say it.
Yeah, say it, fool.
It's weird to me when I hear a girl rap and it's about like, oh fucking, what I'm gonna do to like, you know, how she's gonna fuck somebody.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
skip
it's
it.
weird to me. It's weird to me.
You just do Jesus verse and skip it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, shout out to. But yeah, I think Peso's the only one. Peso, Lefty,
And I swear to God, as soon as I leave, I'm
Roddy Rex.
What about Rowdy?
Rowdy. I think he's a good rapper.
So I think we don't have a lot of heads doing it up. I think it's Peso's by himself. Peso's gonna do it. So I have fucking high expectations for the homie. He has it.
I think so too.
Even on GNX, he had one of the better features. Versus wise, his features is dope as fuck. But yeah, he made us proud. Shout out to him. What else we got? We got Barber's shit. We got. Let me see. Parents outrage in Pasadena for when an 11-year-old student was forced to duct tape her own mouth for speaking too much. Let's throw it to my Pasadena resident over here. What do you think, Phone Fly?
I think the security walked her like across
With the tape on her
There's a high school and across the street there's a middle school.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she was in middle school. So they probably went. I think both of the schools are like combined, like as far as like
Campuses.
discipline and
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that. So they probably walked her that way and walked her back just to like shame her and like. But I don't know. That's fucked up. I don't-
Even duct taping is a
Yeah.
fucking. I
That's
don't care
crazy,
what
bro.
it's
Yeah.
like. What if they could suffocate for what? What if
That's
they have? You know,
insane.
like
I mean, even just like duct taping.
duct
like-
taping is
like-
crazy.
Duct
fool.
tape is
like like
Adhesive,
duct taping her and then just leaving her in the class, but walking her out and like for everyone to see, like that's like another level of like shame and it's like
Yeah.
unnecessary
I
and
mean, you could consider that bullying, right?
Fool, that's bullying. That's shame. She might be fucking traumatized. after that, fool.
Traumatized.
because they did say that the security or whatever that he wasn't they fired him or whatever, but the damage is already done and Blair's gonna the high school's Blair or the middle school's Blair and they're gonna have to like pay the consequences for
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
for the
it's
security
it's a
guard.
big check right there, fool.
So
What are you guys doing the first time? If you guys had that experience where somebody duct tape your kids,
Well, there's two ways to go about this. You will go get street justice
of course.
and ruin your chances of cashing in a check, or you bite your fucking tongue, you don't kick the security guard's ass, but you cause a media uproar, and you bank in on all the money that you're gonna need to put your kid through fucking therapy.
Yeah. What I would do, I would make sure I blow up their car.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, bro. What the fuck?
I'll hire one of these homeless people out here from Skid Row to do it. Who gives a fuck if they get caught, you know? They're not gonna know my name. They don't even probably remember me, man. I'll pick them up, drop them off. Anyway, that car right there. Now, I'm gonna have to do something for sure outside of the school. And still not kill him, not any of that. But for sure, he's an affiliate and still sue him. Pretend like I don't know nothing about it, dog. So, yeah, that's what I would do. I just lawsuit is not enough for me, dog. Not that point when they're like touching your child way. It's fucking enough for me, way. What about you, Dave?
I mean, that's going to impact the child way, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows what the outcome will be? Maybe it ruins her fucking career.
And also like her mind.
Yeah,
what if
dude.
she grows a different way? Fool?
For sure. For sure, she's gonna go a different way.
Money can't fix that, fool. Money can't fix that. When you have all the money next to you know, she over here fucking prostituting herself over some fucking
But
traumatic shit.
what had to happen for it to go to like duct tape? Like how far was maybe the girl going to be like, or was he just like
What was she doing?
or off the rip? He was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
he wasn't having it at all.
What if her-
and
what if
he
her
just,
breast
like,
ain't full? Like-
he just instantly did it to her. Like
It's not valid.
so yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's still I mean, regardless
Well,
at any level,
It's
it's
just putting your
it's
hands
messed up.
on a child is
Yeah.
already out of pocket. Fool.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
I mean, but you don't think there would be like levels to like the school structure? All right, where you get the parents involved.
Yeah,
I mean, because for me in middle school, when I was acting up, dog, my mom, she sat next to me, dog, in my classroom.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Throughout the whole day, full lunch, everything, she was right there with me, you know? And that to me, that was more than enough for to just calm myself down and shit.
It's embarrassing, right?
Do what I had to do, bro. But I mean, walking and being shamed like that with
Yeah,
some
there's
tape.
no justification for that.
Yeah, no, that's too harsh, fool.
For sure.
Too harsh of a discipline.
Yeah, it is too harsh. I mean, you're putting your hands on somebody's mouth is wild. From
Yeah.
that's just sheesh out of pocket. Let's talk about the Dodgers going to the White House. What do you think, Nomo? Trump.
I think it's a tradition.
Do the dance.
I think it's an American tradition.
It is.
Yeah, and I
to
struggle
the
to
White
see
House.
both sides. I'm like, I don't know. It's a tradition, like for sure.
Tradition.
Yeah, I feel like teams that don't go are just spineless cowards. Regardless, like if Biden was in there, I'd go. If Trump was in there, I'd go.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's part of the victory lap.
Get your picture and shit, right? Get your
Yeah.
picture, put it in your fucking your family. Consider you went to the fucking White House and
Yeah.
got greeted. You did something for the fucking country. I fuck with it.
I hate people who have fake outrage
Outrage.
over stupid shit like that. Like, bro, life is not that fucking. There's so much more things to worry about a fucking baseball team going to the White House, bro. Like, shut up.
You know, so the Dodgers have other issues like the whole displacers movement that's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it was a big. I think Rasa's always crying about something. Like, man, hit the gym for and get. You know what I mean? There's one thing that Raza got to do is lose weight. There's too much fat Raza out here, fool, and I'm so ashamed about that. I hate that Raza are just fucking just blowing up, where eating everything, where not worrying about their health, fool. How long as the Mongols pulled up? No more. Called it in, fool.
They call
Like
it.
you diss us, you diss G Money way.
Make sure
There can only be one Ozempic God, fool.
make sure you get the ball guy on the left. I'm on the right. Don't shoot me.
But shout out to the Dodgers, full repping LA, the motherfucker. It's one of the last fucking story is Santi LA accident. Did anybody see that, fool?
Yeah,
Nah,
some
I saw some
old. I don't know how old she is, but some girl ran over this, like I guess, food stand in downtown LA. A bunch of people were hit and run over. The thing that really got me is you could see a senora kind of crawling away when she reverses the car. And then you could tell the girl was kind of in shock because she couldn't back up. She didn't know what to do. But luckily there was some, paisas there that kind of...
They were punching her in the face.
To take the keys out. And I think some girl started punching on her. That's crazy.
Hey, what race was she though?
She's, I think Raza against Raza.
Couldn't
she was
tell,
brown.
but she
She was
looked out of
brown,
it,
though.
no?
Yeah, she
just
was,
bro.
I would say she was coming off some sort of
Yeah,
pill.
for sure.
Some sort of pill or something.
Yeah, but even the shock of doing that is like, damn, what do you do? What are you gonna do? What do you run? Or you face the whole fucking...
I would never do that, bro.
Hey, but what if it was a slip of a phone? Okay, like, oh shit.
It could be an
It
accident.
could be. It could be like the coffee fell. Things could happen. Like could make you just.
She
water
looked out of
bottle.
it though, and they said it was like 9 people, and like she was like on the what's it called, on the booth or whatever. She couldn't even move because the booth was gonna like fall or something. So they were just like and he said that there was people under it. So like I don't know.
I have a
that's-
question for you guys. If she just does not have her residency, should she be deported?
Yes. Yeah, fool. She broke a law. She got people injured. Like she's not. If you come over here, you're on thin ice already. Like if you're coming over here illegally or legally, you're on thin ice. You got to prove yourself that you're a worthy person to be here, part of this country. And if you're over here fucking almost killing people, you're out of here, bro. You know.
I think so too. Because for anybody else, any other guy that they have a DUI or accident, and hey,
I think it'll change once they say like, oh, she
what it
had
was. Yeah.
whatever, or she had a seizure,
seizure
or
or
whatever.
something.
Like, but until then, we don't know. So it's like,
I also
that
think
is true. Having a seizure is
Yeah, you guys remember the
it
girl on
happens.
Slauson for the fucking? Was it on Slauson?
Yeah, on flossing and La
Remember that
Cienega,
crazy ass
güey.
shit?
That was a crazy.
That was a crazy ass one too.
And then she was drunk,
and she's trying to
arguing
go-
with her boyfriend, and then killed a baby, a mother.
Yeah, fool.
Fuck that bitch, fool.
Yeah.
Ugly ass
She
bitch
survived.
too.
Crazy.
I also think if it was a man, it'd be a whole different outcry and story. It'll be all over the news. For sure, they go after him as an immigrant or as a Mexican or a Colombian, whoever it was, right? But since it's a woman, I think she's getting a little bit more sympathy or empathy than.
Is she?
than that.
I don't know. I don't watch the news, so
I don't know. I thought everybody was just fucking shit on her for something. I was like, man, fuck that bitch, fool.
It is fuck that bitch for sure, though.
And then somebody socked her. I'm like, yeah, I would have done the same shit, bitch. What the fuck?
You would have socked the girl?
Yeah, I would have socked her. If she ran over my family member, I'm socking the bitch, fool.
Okay. Have you ever hit a girl before?
Never.
Me either.
And if you're a man, you should never put your hands. You should never put your hands on a.
What would it take for you to sock a bitch, though? Like, that's what I want to know.
That said, fool.
Like, if your girl's in a fight, if your girl's getting down and she's losing, you're jumping in?
Yeah,
Or you're letting your girl get her ass kicked?
No, I'm jumping in.
Okay, now your girl's getting jumped. How soon are you jumping in?
kicking.
ASAP, fool.
Okay.
I'm a real ass nigga.
Your girl's about to get jumped. Do you have
Doing
to
a Rose
wait,
Trans Vic.
wait for her to get socked once before
Yes.
you jump in? Or you
Yes.
just start throwing blows like, hell
Nah,
nah.
I won't
Like the
wait.
Ninja Turtles, like, you ain't about to jump my bitch.
Nah, I'm gonna wait for sure.
Yeah, they get socked up a little bit. Give her a chance.
For sure, give her a chance. For
Okay,
sure.
okay.
And I'm dropping bitches for sure, fool. ASAP, bam. Ripping wigs, fool, cutting out eyelashes.
I'm dropping bitches
I'm for sure. I'm dropping bitches. Yeah, but I don't advocate for hitting women. I think that's fucked up. But if it's to a point like that, like a situation where you gotta, my girl's my everything, fool. So I'm doing whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm elbowing her kids that they're jumping in, fool.
And then knowing my girl, she's not the fucking confrontational girl, like fighting type. Like I know
Well-
she's not about that life. So I gotta
Well, I'll
step
kick
up.
kids if they even get in with. I swear to God, fool. Get the fuck out of here, dog. I'm dragging the kid.
I thought
around.
about it. This is a weird thought to have. Of like, what would it take for me to punch a bitch? And I think it had to be
You're like,
it would have to be
broke
like
up with you.
she turned off when I was listening to Marvin's Room. Or whatever. It would have to be like a crackhead bitch coming at me with a knife. Like that. That's like the only reason I could see myself.
So
Like,
only a crackhead.
or like anybody, like a girl trying to hurt me, like with a weapon.
Crazy
or
that you went with the
something.
crackhead.
Yeah, because like that's the only reason I see fit.
That's survival, right? Survival.
Yeah, she's gonna stab me with a fucking needle, a dirty needle or something.
Yeah,
I gotta
for
sock
sure.
this bitch, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Other than that,
Where were you at that you were thinking this, bro?
driving over here
we're in the whole scenario already.
in the slums where cold media is recorded at. Over here in the slums of LA, dog.
Sunset Shore, nigga.
That's this episode. Thank you for watching episode 11.
Yeah. For me, what would it take for you guys to fight with a girl?
I think it's that survival, dog.
Survival, right? Yeah.
life in danger.
Life in danger.
If it was a big bitch fool, would you run? Like she was taller than you,
What?
would you run?
Yeah, bro. I'd run.
Yeah, you run. All right.
You would run?
I would.
You would run?
I'll squabble up with that bitch.
Yeah, I'm squabbling it up, breaking her back, full, breaking her back. Gah. Got it from her double chin and
She gonna fuck you up, dog.
It depends if they're on that meth strength, like
The
that.
meth strength is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
You
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sling you over, dog.
You hit them and they just keep coming. Boom, boom, boom. You're like, fuck, I gotta go. I ain't beating this bitch.
And also-
I ain't breaking my hand for this bitch.
I'm running if they're homeless, fool. I'm not touching that
Oh
homeless
no,
person.
that's different.
Yeah,
bro. That's a
because even
different.
if you like sock a bitch in the mouth and the
fucking-
a
it
teeth,
gets in your fucking
and then
bloodstream.
your fucking babas are in your shit. Like, oh hell no.
Yeah, if they're homeless, I'm running from it. I'm not touching a homeless person, fool. That's the only thing.
Yeah, at least I
You know
got
they got needles.
Needles and blades, so it's like it's not even worth.
Yeah.
And herpes and shit, a bunch of shit. Fool.
HPV.
Like, HPV. Start getting a bunch of that. Fuck these homeless people.
Facts.
What else we got? That's it. What else we got? Anybody else want to promote something? Anybody else that coming? Where's your last episode gonna come out, fool?
I'm gonna record it this Saturday. Probably be out by Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, April My birthday's on Saturday.
Damn.
13, 14.
How old are you told? What's your
I'll be
time?
35, dog.
35. Congrats,
When's your
man.
birthday?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Who's trying to make it a 40? That's where he's doing all Zampic. Let's do it.
Same.
Shoes.
Happy early birthday, dog.
Happy early
Let's go,
birthday.
let's
You
go,
have
let's
any
go.
plans?
Same for you.
Podcasting with these fools.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's dope, phone. Shit, doing it with the best thing you like, podcasting.
I'm saying.
You have any plans? Anything like that? No dinners?
Not really, bro. I mean, my girl might want to do something, but I think we're having a barbecue that day. Well, my brother's birthday is on Friday the 10th, Thursday the 10th, and mine's on Saturday the 12th.
12.
So we always have a barbecue in the night or some shit.
Shit, shout out to you, eh?
Hey, most of your shows are always pre-recorded, no?
Yeah, all of them.
Have you ever thought of doing the last one live?
Hey,
that way you can get like some audience and shit.
He wants the
you know?
quality. Like, I want the quality.
Punch a bitch live, dog. I'll bring someone, dog.
I know. Bring a bitch. Go out like a champ. Nah, I just I feel like it's too much. It's too much for me to watch the camera, look over here, do the interview.
That's the last time, though.
I don't know, man.
That'd be cool.
I think you like the production value that you do that way.
I like to have creative control over
Yeah,
any
and
shit out.
you're very hands-on with that, with your clips. You go all crazy. You bring all the B-roll in there from like some other clip from YouTube. Like,
Oh,
this
yeah, he
goes all
does
the
put
way.
that shit together pretty good. Yeah.
I don't got time for that shit. I'm like, fuck all that. Hey, but that requires a lot of patience, for. So I respect that, for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
tight.
And that extra love when your content, because you know what, we should be proud of the content we put out. And I from my experience with you, you put that extra time on that shit.
Yeah, it's
Enough with the collabs, homie. I was like, enough with the collabs.
Yeah, I feel like if anyone is gonna start doing podcasts or clips, also too, sometimes you can over edit and add too many filters. Where like raw is always gonna the rawer the better.
Yeah, fuck a filter.
Sometimes
fool.
I put like upload or like make it crispier or HD, make it a 4K, and then like you
upload it in 4K?
You super scale it. You add these filters. You do an audio filter over it to make it sound more crispier because you think it's gonna work. And it's like, nah, just go like raw with it, dog.
Nerd talk.
That's something that I would
It's
recommend.
because social media's compress it, too, bro.
Yeah, so
They have their
we have a
compressors.
nerd talk right now. Hey, so when we export, do we export for social media in 4K?
No, I don't export 4K.
No, me neither.
No.
Can't.
I do.
Because it compresses.
Yeah,
it compresses it.
They're gonna compress it anyway, but they're gonna compress your 1080 down to 720.
No, well, you gotta do. I think you gotta do 4,000 kbs and put it right to size so they won't compress it. There's like actual I get technical like that, fool, because my shit be looking beautiful out there. So I gotta make sure it's crispier. The light is great, but I don't do filters. So I just do the highlights. And
I still have nightmares of like some of the clips I've posted. Fuck, that looks like shit. And of course, it's the one that gets.
He
a
was
million.
like, it's that one.
It's the one that
With
gets
the
a
wrong
million.
transition.
It's always the one with least effort that does the best, bro.
It's fucking.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I hate the most, for sure.
Editing it that way, his shit is just fuck.
Yeah, I'm over it. Dog. I can't. I'm just gonna wait.
You don't do AI yet?
I'm a hang low. I'm a hang back until AI comes through, and I could just throw shit to AI and let it edit itself.
Oh, well, DaVinci just released the DaVinci Resolve 20. AI,
Yeah.
they master your vocals. Fool, this shit sounds fucking crazy.
for real?
Way. I used it yesterday with, I had a recent episode for Dirt Dog with Linwood G-Tang. Shout out to Linwood. Fucking talented. And yeah, I did it with, I mastered the fucking
Oh yeah,
sound.
Tim Chanatsu or something. Tim.
Yeah, I had this for today. Dope ass food too. Man, I'm getting all these food numbers. They're about to put up the cold media soon.
That was cool. He's from Paramount.
He's on Paramount. Raised in Paramount and also Long Beach. He's a hood ass fool. He fucking freestyles.
He's one of the
for us.
old school ass creators, no?
Yeah, fucking Wally Now, fucking Vet. Shout out to him. But yeah, you should check it out for the new version 20. They have.
Yeah, no, I was
features.
watching videos on it a couple of days
I
ago.
gotta tap into
So no more pod, no more auto pod. You don't gotta pay $30 anymore. So now Resolve has its own thing now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it does? It does
Yeah.
that too?
Oh, sure, nice.
Multi-cut, it does a bunch of shit now. I added also the bouncy text effects, bunch of shit. Shout out to Black Magic. Fool. You should sponsor us, Black Magic. Everything here is Black Magic, right? But yeah, I do recommend you guys going to DaVinci Resolve 20. Fool.
Damn, 2 hours. Well, it's crazy.
All right, and any last words?
Nah, man. Thank you guys for anybody that's watching to the end of the podcast. Leave a comment down below. I'll be reading the comments. So if you got
I
something
know you
to
do.
say,
I love that, fool.
so if you got something to say in the comments, I'll reply to you. I'll fucking do a video for you. I don't give a fuck. I'll like your
He'll
shit.
diss you. He'll diss you.
Anybody that leaves comments, shares and shit, I'll be watching. I appreciate it. That shit's super important because I think like every share, the algorithm pushes it for like 3 or 4 more people. So like, make sure if you guys fuck with the show, fuck with us. So you guys like, comment, and share.
And
As
make sure
corny as
like
it sounds.
so we added the normal to the cast now. You know we got a lot of good of my people reached out to me for and they're like, yo, this new cast that you have, they're way more informative. Shout out to the old cast. I fuck with the old cast. There was good times. But I feel like we love to talk, fool. We love to pod, and it feels like that. And people have been giving me props, like, oh, that dynamic is, even shout out to the full community that for him, and hey, if you guys have some good episodes. Like, I fuck with them generally. Like, I listen to them. I'm like, oh, shit. And I like that. I mean, I do like that you join way. I feel like you fit perfectly with us.
Yep.
And shout out to Fly too. Hey, you pull out whenever you can for whenever you want. And I'm comfortable with this setup right here. This cast. I feel like we won it all. Shout out to David, that man who went from a shy ass hyena to now talking and shit.
You're gonna end up being the star of the show.
He's gonna be the star of the show.
It's always that one, fool. It's always that one, dog.
He's gonna be the parks of Joe Budden.
He's gonna leave us. Join Spotify.
Shout out to you guys. It takes a lot of time for everybody to come up, so I appreciate all you guys.
And consistency, dog.
Be consistent with. I do my best to try to assist to make everything as smooth as possible.
Yeah, shout out Prime.
And just know that I'm taking it serious. I want to take it to a business level. I want to make sure that when the money comes in, that we're breaking bread, because I want to keep everybody happy with. And that's what I aim for, to have a self-sustaining podcast where we're making money to talk with and have a good time, and put the people in the right positions, you know? So, like, from now on forward, you guys need anything from me, hook you up with anything, fucking do any type of, like, background situation to elevate anybody's career. For, you know, I'm here to do that, to learn. You want to learn how to shoot better, you want to learn how to edit better, I'm here way. I already told Marvin, I told everybody that I'm here to teach you. Like, for me, I'm not a gatekeeper with that. I'm comfortable with my own skin and my own skills that are like, man, I don't give a fuck about teaching anybody. I'll teach everybody. I don't fuck with it.
We're gonna go to Rhymefest or what?
Rhymefest, man, fuck Mondo and fuck Underground Hip Hop Block. Fuck you motherfuckers. I'm gonna have you guys on next week so we could talk shit and fucking clown y'all niggas. But we should go to Rhymefest, fool. I'm gonna try to let them to hook it up this time. You know? Anything worse, Dave?
Also,
go for it.
what you got?
Nah, nothing.
I want to shout out my barber, actually.
Shout out to the barber.
Rafa. Shout out my boy Rafa from Crown Rose in Pasadena.
Shoo.
Shout out Altadena. I'm also a producer, so I just dropped a mixtape. With my
The
bro.
homie, dog. He's a creator. Make sure you guys follow the homie, dog. That fool. There's a lot of creative shit.
Shout out my
dog.
boy Frank Doomsday, Brookside. We just dropped a little 4-track EP. Just a couple loose records we had for a while, so I'm just trying to bang them out. Way Too Fly, Volume 1, and there's gonna be plenty more of that. So
Fool, send me some records.
yeah, I got a couple
Let's
records.
let's add them to the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's shout you out. Let's do collabs,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
For sure, wait.
I'm with that.
Don't get too shy, fool.
No, hell yeah.
Don't get too
I'm
shy,
down.
dog.
I'm
Like,
down.
yo, dog, we're here to build each other up, dog. So, hey, anything anybody wants, hey, reach out, fool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're here to uplift it. And, you know, we're all creators in this bitch, fool.
Yeah, that's what I like, fool. We all have the same mission to be creative, to make shit,
love
dog.
what Marvin does. I love what you do. I love what you do.
Same,
I love what
likewise,
you do,
bro.
hey. I love what everybody does. Brandon in the back with the
Brandon too,
SEO.
dog. Shout out
Fucking
Brandon.
we're gonna, man, what we have coming soon with the website and the news, we're turning into official news. Whoever wants to write for the blog, or welcome to write, do articles, and then we'll push your stories, we'll push things. We'll start doing more content, more docuseries, more supporting local businesses like the homies been doing crazy with that. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the Salvadorians who fucking love with us. Yo, that shit went viral. Today I got pressed by my Salvadorian coworker. Like, hey, I seen you on fucking some podcast.
You saw your clip?
Yeah, they're like, yo, you know what? I agree with you. They are fucking rude.
Nah, you know what, fool? Hey, fool, I got that feedback too. I'm like, oh, you know what? He's right. I'm like, he's not right. I'm like, he's right.
People told me like, yo, fool, you're right. You're not getting the experience if they're not rude to you. So I'm like, hey, I respect that, fool.
It's part of the show.
It's part of the show. The Pupusas are fucking fire. The new spot on 81st and Central. Make sure you go visit it, support it, and let them know that the nigga with the big head rocking that South Central shirt, let you know that they pull up.
There's another one called Lemus number 5 in Southgate on Firestone and Otis. That shit's brand new.
Hey, okay.
Fire,
I've seen that one before.
Fire,
I've
fire,
never stopped by
fire.
the
Check it out.
Southgate. Yeah. I didn't trust it. It was like, Southgate is too far from fucking Central America here in downtown way.
Yeah, it's
The closer it is, the more I want to go, you know?
I knew it was gonna be good because I feel like we were the only Mexicans in there, and all the senora ladies were kind of like giving me the side eye, like, "What is Mexicans mean?"
She's like, how many of these we're
They're
gonna
gonna
eat?
burn it out. He's gonna eat all the fucking pupusas, and I almost did.
Did you order carne asada again?
Nah.
She's like a weird.
I got revuelta, I got fucking chicharrón, and
crazy.
I think that's all I got. I got 3.
Turn this out, it's crazy.
Make sure you guys follow us, Prime God 87.
Check the Patreon.
Check the Patreon. We're gonna be pumping out more shit in the Patreon. Where can we find you, Mo?
Nomo23 on Instagram, then Lit Outlet on Instagram and YouTube.
9011.
90011
Oh,
on Instagram.
90011, the ops, but yeah, go for it. Nah, fucking shit. Go for it. What else can we find you,
We
David?
got David Coat Media.
Fly, where can we find you, Fly? You have a lot of pages. So
I
break
do
it
have a
down.
lot of pages. My main page where my producer stuff is Flyest when it comes to this, and then my film photography is Recuerdos by Fly.
And you do
So-
have a media page, right?
And I do have a media
Let's
page.
shout that out too, fool. Supporting you too.
In
dog.
real time, LA. So I would just post a lot of like Pasadena, Altadena stuff,
love
just
that,
like
fool.
random, local shit that I like. So
And Brandon's IG, Brand More. Make sure for anybody that wants real SEO services with results, the homie be taking people from making 50 racks to 300K in a year. He does a lot of good shit. That's how I met him, from fucking bringing in the money. And he's gonna bring in the money with Cole Media. That's right. Shout out to Brand More. Make sure you guys want any SEO shit. Reach out to the homie. He's fucking super informative. And I love that we're Raza way that we are here, dog. And I'm happy that I have a team of smart individuals. Not that I didn't have it before, but I've always heard this: put people that are smart next to you. Like I'm not on that whole like I want to put people under me. Nah, fool. I want people that I could trust to be creative, to be dope, to be don't keep pushing the culture forward, keep pushing each other forward, fool. So I fuck with y'all fools, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Shoo. We out.